You see Kid Rock came out with a new song?
Man, you already know I did.
Did he really?
No, what the fuck would I know what Kid Rock's going on?
Yeah, he came out with a song that's like, sorry, snowflakes, this generation is a bunch of pussies.
Ooh.
I do what I like to do.
Yeah.
That's the American I am. That's his new song.
Is it? Did you write it for him?
I mean, I feel like his song is like the first draft. That's the vibe I got.
Oh, word.
I actually looked at the lyrics and I was like, yeah, this is like somebody freestyled this once and then was like, let's record it.
We got it. Checking the gate. What's going on? What's been happening this past week? You were in Miami, right?
Oh yeah, I was all over Florida.
Okay, you're all over Florida, not just in Miami.
Yeah.
How was that? What did it feel did it feel as red as possible?
It feels like 2018 down there.
Oh,
No way.
Masks
Trump
are
is-
gone.
I thought you meant Trump was thriving still.
Trump is also thriving still. The masks are gone. People are on the beach with Trump flags.
How do you feel racism in Florida, or do you, as a white man, not feel the racism?
Do I feel the racism? Do you feel like like black people in Florida are like a certain breed? Does that make sense?
What do you mean?
I don't know. I feel like there's kind of like a bunch of the black dudes I saw were kind of like black dudes who go to the beach. Does that make sense?
Black dudes go to the beach from all over. You just have access to the beach.
I guess it's everywhere.
You mean I just grew up?
They kind of feel like my bartender was a black dude. His name was Trevor. Does that make sense?
Oh, black dude named Trevor. And that's what you just said. You should have
Yeah.
kicked it off with that. A nigga named Trevor is never a nigga you trust. Yeah, If that's what we're trying to get down, boil it down to names.
And
I mean, look, just to make you not feel crazy. Yes, I feel like the black people in Florida are different.
Okay.
I just want to know what you were trying to say, so I
yeah.
didn't like jump ahead and be like, "This is what it is." But I also want to leave you out to hang yourself.
Well,
So
and
I'm
that's in
gonna-
ways where I didn't feel like there was a lot of like segregation or whatnot. I felt like everyone in a way.
Well, the
is
black dudes in
a
Florida just have
similar-
more Stockholm syndrome. It's just more like it's still happening right here. So what are you to say? And if you live within it and if you live around it, you probably normalize a lot of things in your head as well. Not saying that black dudes in Florida are whatever way or whatever, but like, yeah, I think that black dudes in certain parts of California are probably the same way as black dudes in Florida.
Yeah, I could
So
see that.
Yeah, I don't look at it and be like, oh, just Florida. I look at it and say in certain areas, in certain environments, yes, you may come out with different kind of black people, but that's just the beauty of black people. We
Yeah.
come in all kind of fucking.
Yeah, we're not a
Wait,
monolith.
yeah, of course.
The
There might be
Republicanism that I see stand
there might
out.
be
Sorry.
black Republicans in Florida too.
I think so.
Yes, for sure. I don't understand them. I don't necessarily be like, man, we all one. But I'm like, you still black, fam. At the end of the day, you might be lost on this path, but you still black.
Yeah, it feels like maybe in the South there's a little bit more like you can feel the racism going on. I remember I haven't been in the South for a while, but I feel that. But in Florida, it's almost like such a mesh of, I don't feel like the racist part of the Republican is as prominent as the I love freedom, I love the American flag and the eagle. And I was trying to really figure this out. I was like trying to understand who these Trump
Who is
Floridians are.
Who is the person that's been like, I love eagles? Because for that dude, shut the fuck up. You've probably only seen one eagle in your fucking life. That's not even a real American bird, you piece of shit.
I
It's
think a
just-
lot of people moved to Florida to feel like you can't tell me nothing. I'm free.
That's white
here."
privilege.
Yeah, and he goes, I'm free here, and because they've been gone through, lived in America and lived in the
Yeah,
school system,
yeah.
they associate freedom
Yeah.
with patriotism.
Yeah, no, white privilege. Because you've never heard of a black dude moving to Florida who's like, I'm free here. It doesn't happen.
I don't know. Trevor looked pretty chill.
Nah, Trevor wasn't free. He was passing you drinks. He's your ass up.
Yeah, no, but there's that idea that like I'm here to be free and that person to me feels like it should be a hippie, right? It shouldn't be a Trump supporter, but freed in my mind, brainwashed because of American education way. It's like freedom actually means America. It's like, nah, man, you could be freedom without all this like patriotism, jingoism, Trump flag stuff you have going on around.
But that's what freedom means to them, because that's not true. It means America, but what does it mean to be American? It means to be white. Because freedom to us is not the same thing. So for that person that's like, I came here to be free, they probably did, but it's still rooted in racism and white privilege as well. It's not like, oh, I came here to be free, but the blacks I'm cool with. That's not their argument. Their argument is they want their freedoms. They want the things that have been given to you by this country, and it's only been given to one side.
Yeah. I agree with you.
I hate to touch y'all so strong.
We're starting off real strong, y'all.
I think those. Yeah. Anyway, we're having a lighter show today.
We're supposed to. Then Chris tried to get me to be on the side of the free white guy in Florida. And I was like, I don't understand him.
No, they're different. There were different types of Florida, all over Florida, right? Miami is a little different than like the Gulf Coast. There's one place I went to called Fort Myers, and that was where the Trump flags were hanging high, and there's a lot of, just the Florida types that you really expect were there. But then there's like probably Everglades people and stuff, which is like a whole new level of Tiger King.
I don't even know what that is.
Yeah, I have not. What does that mean?
Like the swamp people. Like Florida swamp people. I didn't see them. I was at the beaches. But I'm sure the swamp people, Jeff Lowe style, from Tiger King. No, but it was nice. It was fun. It was beautiful. I get why Florida feels like the weekend, all the time.
Yeah.
So I think I get why a lot of retired people go there. I get why a lot of like off the grid people go there. And therefore it's fucking insane in a lot of ways.
Yeah. No, Florida's always insane. I mean, it's Florida, if nothing else on this show, we cover a lot of Florida.
Yeah.
We do.
It's in headlines a lot, Florida man, Florida woman, Florida incident. So, I don't know.
It feels like there's no rules.
I've never wanted to move to Florida in any way, shape, or form.
Have you been to Miami? Have you been
all over
to Florida? Oh, you have? Okay.
All over. There's nothing I like about it.
Oh, you don't like it?
No, fuck no. I like Disney World.
Mm-hmm.
I like Busch Gardens. Went over this. I like Busch Gardens. Florida's not for me. For me, as I'm not like. For me, I understand if you're like, oh, I'm Haitian, and you're like right off the coast of Florida. If you're like, oh, I'm around Florida. I'm from Barbados. I'm from here. I'm from anywhere in the islands. If you're like, oh, Florida feels like it's adjacent, that I can go over there and get shit cracking. I get that. But other than that, just common black. I'm just common black in Florida. I don't know if Florida's like my steez. I'm a city kid. I'm like a real city kid, dude. Like,
I think it's interesting how Florida. I think the whole Republican Party rebranded from like the button-up conservatives of the South into like the Kid Rocks of Florida. And now we see that as I guess maybe those have always been Republican people, but the Trump people really helped them rebrand into like, we're these motherfuckers and we're gonna do whatever the fuck we want and we're gonna tell everybody else they can't.
Yeah. You mean as far as like the representation of the Republican Party? Because I think the Republican Party has always had that branch of the Republican Party.
The trailer park branch of the Republican
it's always
Party.
Been a strong branch.
Yeah.
It's never not been like, who are you voting for? It's always been like, we know. But it's also in the same breath. It's like, I get it. I'm not like, so I don't look at it as like, oh, that person rebranded the Republican Party. I just like that person now has a bigger voice because of the internet and stuff.
Yeah.
That person is you know what it is? White people just normally hide their cousins. They don't want you to meet. And they've been able to for so many years. They've hide them in Florida or wherever else they hide them. And then like we hide our cousins who we don't want you to know about in these places. The problem is the cousin got the internet. And now they can't hide their cousin anymore because their cousin is yelling from the back of the fucking internet. And they're being like, my cousin's a politician. And then you're like, fuck, whose cousin is this? And you have to like take representation of your cousins. Yeah. Whereas America legitimately only promotes our cousins. We don't want them to know. That's the only thing America promotes is for black people. They're like, there's a thug. You're like, bah! That's one cousin. It's a whole bunch of motherfuckers who wait on bullshit.
That's funny. There's also this sentiment of, especially in the mask idea. I heard this from a few people down there of like, look, I'm just gonna trust people to be educated and make their own decisions. And I'm looking around in Florida like, these guys?
No.
you trust these guys?
Florida looks like an episode of Wild Thornberries.
and of course, when you leave it up to trusting people if they want to do it, nobody freaking does it. Nobody's wearing a mask inside
Because
anymore.
you know why? Because I came here for freedom.
And I immediately, I'll admit, I immediately
Take your shit off and
fell
go free.
into the peer pressure. I like me and my
Chris grew a
girlfriend
mullet
were
in
walking
2 days.
in gift shops being like without masks, and I'm like, what are we doing? We don't
And
do
she said,
this.
living free, honey.
We're in Florida now.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know.
I get
to me,
it.
that totally proves that like on a mask level, like vaccines is another issue, but on a mask level, when you walk in, if you don't have a mask mandate in a state, just people aren't going to wear them.
No.
Because they're uncomfortable.
It's not even a conversation. If you tell me I don't have to do something, I'm not doing it.
Yeah. So
That's in anything. It's not even just with masks. It's like if we had a plan or something, do something together, and you tell me, hey, actually, you ain't got to come if you don't want to. I have now just pulled it out. I'm not coming anymore. So for me, it's like the same thing with masks. I get why people were like, yeah, you're not telling me. People have to be told what to do sometimes. I hate to admit it. I hate to say that, but it's just true. You know, people have to be told what the fuck to do, or else it's just chaos.
yeah.
And Florida is a prime example.
Anyway, I'm happy to be back. Maybe we'll get in later. We're going to have some. Welcome to our Danksgiving episode.
Yeah, our third annual Thanksgiving episode.
Thanksgiving episode. We got food back here. We got
food. We
guests.
have Chef Big's back.
We got some rotating friends and family that might hop into this guest seat over here.
Yeah.
Mhm.
We
join
got
us in the
Chef
conversation.
Biggs is back.
Yes.
He's cooked us some amazing infused Thanksgiving meals.
Yes.
We're going to get high on the show, but I'm going to get way too high about an hour after the show.
Yeah, no, well, you got way too high last year, and our other boy got way too high. Well, he said he couldn't even function for 2.5 days.
Yeah, he was like,
2.5 days. A real 2.5 days where, like, I called him next day, like, you good? He didn't pick up at all. I had to text him, didn't really respond. And the next day he hit me and was like, man, to be honest with you, I have not been good for 2 days. And I'm good. And before he left here, he was, like, super delusional on the floor.
yeah, it was like
speaking to us.
psychedelics.
It was
Yeah.
crazy. It was
Yeah,
crazy.
it was-
But this time we'll not be getting as high.
I don't know about me because I also have not smoked weed in 8 days, which is I haven't gone this far.
That's the longest you've gone.
I haven't gone this long in many years.
Many years. So,
So-
he might get extremely high right
So
now.
I might
wow.
take a couple hits of that and get real high. But that's the fun of the show.
And if nothing else, we're going to cover this show and have it be more family-based and more friend-based and more thankful and holiday season-based so that we're not just, only hitting on all the bullshit that's happening in the world because a lot of bullshit is still going on. But we're going to try to at least leave y'all with a smile as y'all go into y'all holiday season as we go into our little Thanksgiving special. So we want to get started?
Let's do it.
Well, do we even have to? We don't have to fucking
I mean,
introduce
you know
ourselves.
we are, right?
We're family. It's a Thanksgiving episode. Stilo, it's Chris. It's off camera court.
Oh, we're smoking some Alien Labs and we're drinking some
Chalice Lane.
Chalice Lane.
Armored truck spills money on California freeway, sparking crash grab frenzy. An armored truck dropped loads of cash onto a freeway in Carlsbad, California, causing a major traffic jam as motorists hopped out of their cars to scoop up the bills. But authorities say drivers need to return the money or face possible criminal charges. So shortly after 9:15 a.m. on Friday, the California Highway Patrol began getting 911 calls about cash scattered across part of the Interstate 5 near Cannon Road. So basically, these motorists hopped out. They collected all of their money. So I think what happened was there was a driver that got out of the armored truck, released the money. The money was all over the freeway. People hopped out of their cars, took the money.
He released the money on purpose?
Yeah.
The armored truck
Oh, he
driver did?
released it
Yeah.
on purpose.
Mm-hmm. So
Oh, what's going on with that guy?
That guy's a
So
hero.
that guy, they don't know. Nothing has been reported on him yet, but they're saying that the people have 48 hours to return the money, or it could be a criminal charge.
Yeah, fuck them. This is my problem with that. Is
Also, they recorded it, and you're not. Why would you record it for social media?
because
if
why
you're
wouldn't
picking
you
up
be that
money.
person in their heads? They like, oh
That's
shit, this is
true.
crazy.
That's
I'm not
true.
saying that right. I'm just more saying this is insane. I've never seen this before. But I have a problem with this. It's like I think bait cars should be illegal. I honestly do. It's a joke and it's not a joke all in the same breath. I think for you fucking leaving a car open, you knowing people's circumstance in life in general, and for you to be like, I'm going to punish you for taking an opportunity to advance your circumstance, even though I know whatever is your circumstance. Like, for me, it's like the armored truck driver, y'all probably already got this truck money insured anyway. The money's gone anyway. People picked it up so the fuck what. Nobody's getting rich off this. No one's like, oh, I'm the richest guy in the world now. It's like I made a couple $100 or a couple $1,000 and my life sucks anyway. Thank you, Armored Truck, and thank you, God. And for you to be like, we're gonna arrest you, bitch, in 48 hours. It's like, what the fuck did I do? Y'all fucked up.
I think if you get
So apparently the money fell from the armored truck, and one of the doors popped open, and bags of cash fell out, and one of the bags broke apart, and there was cash all over the lane.
Again,
I mean,
this is
that's
your
how
mistake.
God.
No,
Yeah,
and this is your
that
mistake.
sounds like God.
Yeah.
It is God. But if you didn't check your doors, if you didn't make sure your nuts were screwed in and your bolts were tightened, how the fuck is this my fault again?
I think it's redistribution of wealth, you know?
I agree.
It's just,
I mean, but also if I'm doing it, I'm probably gonna pull over, make sure you can't see my face, you can't see my license plate. I'm gonna get the money and I'm gonna get back in my car and keep it pushing. Like,
Hindsight is 2020.
yeah, that's what I would. Now that I know that it's illegal, this is what I would do.
You knew
Because
it.
before I
You
didn't.
knew it was illegal.
There's
I didn't
no
know it was
way.
illegal before.
There's no way that they're not insured.
They're definitely insured.
You know, like,
they're just trying to
because-
get the money back so they don't have to use the insurance, so they don't have to pay the deductible. But fuck them.
Who cares? That guy messed up, but like that's why you have insurance. That guy's probably gonna get fired. Whatever. He messed up. It cost the company money. This happens all the time. You guys make tons of money every year. You're literally the armored vehicle company. You lose a bag here and there. I also think that if you did, like, let's say I saw it. Let's say I was in Carlsbad on Thursday, and I picked up some money. I'm definitely pretending like I just didn't hear this on the news, right? Like,
Yeah,
how can they just expect that you know
yeah.
that you have to turn this in? And if you found money on the ground, you keep it. That's not illegal, right?
No, like if you find $1,000 on the floor, are you supposed to return it?
People say you are, but only
it's
goofy
not
ass people say
legal.
that.
It's not illegal to keep the money, though, is it?
I think over a certain amount or some shit like that, they, will like for you to turn in if they find out. But it's just like bullshit to me. It's bullshit to me. If I find $10,000 in the fucking hood, I'm in the hood. There's no way I am giving this back to you. There's no way I'm in a position to get this back to you.
No, I think definitely it's open carry.
Okay,
What?
so no, this article is from 2001. I don't know if this is true, but it says the law, according to the California Code Section 485, stipulates that if you find money, you need to make reasonable and just efforts to find the owner. Otherwise,
Fuck does that
you're
even
guilty of theft. Nah, that gotta be a lie, bro. That gotta be a lie.
That's interesting.
What's like just like efforts? Like what is like, oh, he tried hard enough.
Obviously, turning it into the cops. I mean,
I'm not turning no money into
I'm
the
not
fucking
turning-
cops.
No, and no, they're no. Why?
I'm getting arrested. The fuck? I was bringing y'all the money. They like, nah, nigga. Yeah, of course you was.
But I mean, if you
legitimately, I was
saw
doing that.
the if you look, would you feel differently if it was a car driving down the street that wasn't an armored vehicle, that was just a person's car, and they left their trunk open and money fell out?
That's different.
And people were
That's
picking it up.
different. That person's not insured.
Because now it's a person.
That person's not insured.
I agree with
it's
you.
not a company. It's not big business.
Yes.
It's not a part of God's plan. If that person was driving a Maybach or a Cullinan
Oh, so that plays
and
a part.
$10,000 dropped out of it, I might say, look, you might be in a position already that this ain't hurting you.
And you don't care about it enough to.
Yeah, you didn't care about it. You should have closed your truck.
Yeah.
But like if we talk about big business, man, I don't care about big business that
That
much.
falls out of like a Civic or something though. You gotta choose
Big.
that car back.
Got a question for you. You can hop on the mic whenever you want to. I got a question for you. So we speaking about big business right there anyway.
Cool.
Thank you again for blessing the podcast and
Yes,
cooking for us this
absolutely.
year.
Yes,
You can
and
jump right
feeding
in.
us
Yeah, if you want to.
today.
Yeah.
You were feeding us.
We over here talking about
Money on the floor.
if you find $10,000, is 10,000 a good number or is that too much?
I think it's a good number.
10,000. You find $10,000 on the ground. If it comes out of an armored truck, are you returning the money? If you find 10,000 on the ground, you watched it pretty much fall off the armored truck. So you was like, shit, that's crazy. You picked up 10 racks. Are you being like, man, this ain't my money? The armored truck right there, or are you gonna be like, that's an armored truck. They got more money.
So you saying
There is no wrong
would
answer.
I
I'm
pick
just
it up
asking.
from the ground or would I pick it up from the armored truck?
No, it's not from the armored truck. It fell out of the armored truck.
Yeah, you watched the fall of the armored truck.
I'll also add on a layer. other people are jumping out and grabbing it and putting it in
Yeah,
their
you're not
car.
Dolo.
As long as nobody recording, cause like
That was
He's
actually in there. Somebody was
Exactly,
recording.
exactly.
man, smack their phone down and go ahead.
But we both think it's okay to do, and we think it should just be a wash, and the armored vehicle needs to eat the win.
I think it's okay because I know the armored truck is insured.
Yeah, that's what
So
I'm
I
saying.
know they're going to get the money back and more. They got to pay a little deductible, whatever it is. Because they can lie on how much was in there, too. Probably. In some way, shape, or form. So I ain't got no problem with them losing the money. Now, I said, if you watched $10,000 fall out of somebody else's car, let's say it was like let's say something that's nice, a brand new Camry, though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Fair, but it's brand new.
But it's brand new.
It's brand new. It's brand
like
the,
still has the
the
plate
brand new
from the
Camrys is
dealership?
crazy, bro. They got everything. First of all, I let you show them the Camry.
I
It go-
didn't mean to.
It go crazy, Phil. If you saw a brand new Camry, is it the exact same thing for you, or are you gonna be like?
Nah, cause stealing from a actual person and stealing from a,
So you looking at
Like
it stealing? Them dropping money is you stealing.
cause it's like I could take it and just dip and just just do my own thing, or I could be like, hey yo, you drop 10 racks or whatever, like, and you could something else good gonna happen to you that day. Like he might be like, fuck around and here you can have it, like type.
What?
So
what-
that's what niggas always hope.
Is your move? Let's say the Camry drops it and it drives off. Is your move like?
Oh no, I ain't
chase the
chasing
Camry?
him down. Nah,
Are you gonna take it or are you just gonna leave it?
nah, he should have luck if he pull off.
If he pull off
Yeah.
and you, cause you know you gonna do the fake wave when a nigga pull off.
I'm hit,
I
might hit
tried
3
to yell.
steps.
Y'all niggas saw me. I tried to yell.
And then you just put it in your car. I would be afraid if it was a regular person's $10,000 that I was like on the run right now. Think about getting back in your car and putting $10,000 in your trunk that you just saw fall off of a car, and like, wouldn't you be like?
Not in LA.
Nah, yeah. I'd be like, somebody lost
Sick.
10,000.
Came
That's
up
crazy. All right. Can we jump into some food soon, too?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, we should probably start getting a little high
Let's do
and
it.
get higher than usual. On to the next article.
We got some
Yeah.
CBD punch for you, so you don't get too high. This
I like
oh,
that.
Lord.
Okay.
Jesus.
I don't know if that's how CBD works.
Oh.
Brings it back the other way.
So 13-year-old uses his Make-A-Wish to feed his city's homeless for a year. So Abraham, a teenager from Jackson, Mississippi, opted to feed homeless people in his hometown for a year rather than be treated himself following his diagnosis with life-threatening blood disorder. So he was diagnosed in June of 2020 with a form of bone marrow failure, which makes it impossible to produce red blood cells. After getting a transplant in November 2020, Make-A-Wish Mississippi helped bring Abraham's Table, a monthly service that provides meals to the homeless, to life and is helping the young man distribute food for the next year in Jackson's Poindexter Park. So this 13-year-old decided to feed his city, the homeless, for a year.
That's dope.
That's pretty cool.
How?
But also sad that he has to
I
do
mean,
that.
it's very
Yeah,
sad.
so-
Very sad.
But I want to it's interesting. So I want to talk about no, this is a real question.
Mm-hmm.
So Make-A-Wish doesn't give them a cap of how much money, what money covers what, because for some kids to ask for I want to meet this person and get tickets to a basketball game, and they be like, that's $1,000, I'll be cool. And then the other person's like, I want to feed every homeless person in my city for a full year. Seems rather expensive. I'm fine with them obviously doing this. This is amazing for this child to even ask for this, and it just shows this child is an amazing person, even in the circumstances that they're in. I'm just interested in how Make-A-Wish works.
I think they're almost like
I don't
the
think
people on the
there's a
inside.
limit.
If this kid wants to meet Kanye, you could probably pay a certain amount to meet Kanye, but he's gonna hit up these people and be like, this is for Make-A-Wish, this is for a kid.
Of
Kanye's
course.
gonna be like, I'll do it for free. Maybe the place that they're going,
So
we'll
you're
do
more-
it for free too. So I think they're hustling. Maybe they teamed up with a food bank or something.
Yeah, but
Yeah, that's
but,
true.
But why the fuck do we need this kid to do this? For
Why
them
aren't
to
they
do
doing
this?
it
Terrible.
already? Yeah.
Why do we need this kid who's dying
Mm-hmm.
to fucking use their last wish because you can't get y'all fucking shit together?
Yeah, well, to me, it's like,
Kids
wait, you can
I
just
gotta
do that?
die and wish for this because you guys are making people suffer.
Yeah.
Fuck
Yeah,
you
it says they're.
for even writing this article.
You can come in.
You can go around.
It's like, I'm not going to live, but I want
That's
these
garbage.
people to eat.
Okay, so it says
It's so sad.
It's sad
it
as
says
shit, bro.
most of the wishes granted to children are getting a puppy, seeing snow for the first time, meeting a favorite celeb, being a cowgirl, or getting a backyard treehouse.
What the fuck does being a
And
cowgirl even mean?
77% of the wishes involve traveling or going to Walt Disney.
Yeah.
His kids are selling themselves short.
No, I'm like, can my family get a millie though? Can my family
I
get a millie?
don't think they'll let you leave your family with a millie. But I think that if you were like, I've just always wanted to see the Great Barrier Reef, like that's way more expensive than going to Disneyland or getting a puppy.
I mean,
Yeah, I just think that-
what if you were a parent of a kid with a terrible disease and they just wanted a puppy? Wouldn't you be like,
He didn't mean that.
I absolutely will let him have the puppy.
No. First of all, we're gonna wish for
we
more
could've gone
wishes.
to Australia.
We're gonna wish for more wishes. Let's start with that.
Or I'd be like, we're gonna go to the shelter real quick, get this puppy, and you can still get another wish from these people.
Yeah.
That's what I would say.
I mean, it's very dystopian, but it's also like I'm proud of that kid. That kid's an awesome kid. That's amazing, and I love that he's thinking like that. But it's
Yeah.
pretty dystopian that we live in a world. Doesn't it also tell you, wait, we can just feed a whole city's
Yeah, like off your wish.
homeless?
Off
in
your
1 year?
wish. Off just the wish. They're like, you know what? Like, I'm just saying. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
They're like, all right, I guess we should just do it. Why don't you do it anyway?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Because
very
they think
sad. I'm happy.
freeloaders will be
I mean,
like,
What city is this?
Mississippi.
Oh, Mississippi's a state.
A state,
What part?
yeah.
What part of Mississippi is that? Because if it's just like a small town in Mississippi, that might be the same as those Laker
fact check.
tickets.
Mississippi is a state.
Mississippi is a state. Sorry, guys. They're about to light me up. Jackson, Mississippi.
Oh, Jackson? Are you
Yeah.
from Jackson?
How big is Jackson? Sorry,
Not Jacksonville. It's Jackson. I think my family's from Jackson.
I feel like that's the only town that I know in Mississippi is Jackson. That's
No,
it.
we from Shaw. We from Jackson.
I ain't got that.
If you didn't
What's
come
up,
to
Nas?
Jackson in advance.
Hey, Carver.
What's up, guys?
Do you guys one of y'all want to join us on the podcast?
Yeah.
Come on, friends.
Someone want to be in a podcast?
Am I going to be on the podcast? What are we talking right now? Should we ask the question if you had one wish?
Well, yeah, okay. Pick one.
If
of your
I
friends.
had one wish. Let's go
Come on,
7.
Come on, 7. Yay.
Yeah, we have
Friends.
multi-platinum producer 7 Thomas coming to the podcast. We're blessed. I appreciate you, brother. Put them headphones on real
Would you
quick.
like a glass of wine?
Would
You
you
want a
like
glass
some
of wine
drinks?
with
I'm on my sober vibe.
Cool.
Well, good. I
Cool.
like that.
Okay.
too.
Which is ironic that I'm on the
Yeah.
Wine and Weed podcast.
No, it's fine. It's
It
fine.
happened.
We're talking right now about a kid in Mississippi who
I think it's more fun to not give him context.
you know what, you're right.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe
Okay.
better.
If you had one wish.
Wait.
Okay,
is
no.
it just if you had one wish, or is it more if you had a terminal disease?
Let's
and
say you're a
had
kid
one
and you had a
wish.
terminal
Okay, yes.
disease.
If you had a terminal disease
And
and
you
you
had
have
one
one wish, what would it be?
What are you wishing
What's your
for?
make-a-wish?
Your make-a-wish.
God damn. That
Yeah,
is
it's tough.
It's a tough question. This podcast is tough.
We asked the hard question.
Sorry to come out the gate so hot.
Yeah, like, that's the
We're
funniest
just
shit.
trying to
Like,
incriminate
what did I
all
walk
our
into?
friends.
Honestly, I don't know. Like, me personally, I would try to make sure that my family's good in some sort of way. Like, that's
smart
the
man.
only thing that would make me feel comfortable with, like, okay, like, I'm gonna leave the earth and, like, my family's straight. So, I don't know. Like,
Is that against
You're
the
gonna
rules of
ask
Make-A-Wish?
Make-A-Wish for generational wealth? They're like Make-A-Wish. What about generational wealth? They're like, all right, kid.
nah, like, I actually just, like, I want Iron Man to come visit me, you know what I'm saying? Like,
See,
one of the
that's-
Marvel characters.
That's what I'm saying.
See,
Iron Man's done that before, too.
yeah, that's
and
a
you've
good
seen
one.
the video and be like, damn, that's sick, though. Yeah.
Nah, that'd be some shit, though. Yeah.
Iron Man would be good. If you couldn't get the generational wealth,
Are your
Iron Man's a good backup.
Yeah.
So if your kid picks Iron Man, are you gonna be like,
I'm a little stoked. I'm
Okay,
like,
Iron Man.
good decision, kid.
do you get Robert Downey Jr. or do you get like a local?
It would have to be
cosplayer?
Robert Downey. Like, what would be the
You have to
purpose?
give. You can't
You
get
get one of them fucking dudes from Hollywood
Who else
Boulevard.
would it
with his stomach out. He's just jiggling. His fucking shit pops off his chest.
Wait a second, this isn't Make-A-Wish. What the fuck is this organization?
Who is this nigga? Like, what the fuck?
I will say this much. This is dark, but it's funny. The dog is a little selfish because if you die,
Who's
taking care of this dog?
puppy? Yeah.
The dog? What dog?
They said 75%.
Are you gonna say that to your kids?
So what most kids wish for, either to see their favorite celebrity or to
puppy.
like get a puppy, like those are the things they want.
Again, this is
I'm
why
sorry, I don't
everybody-
mean to laugh.
I'm just saying, it's a legitimate question of like, yo, if I give you a brand new puppy and you'll make it, and it's a brand new puppy, we gotta keep the puppy forever.
Yeah, I mean,
What if it's
And
a
now
bad
it's also
puppy?
kind
What
of
if
a
it's Nucky?
reminder of-
What if it's Nucky? I'm joking, everyone. You guys feel the same about Nucky. He bites people's feet and stuff. He's crazy.
Well, we also read a story about a kid in Jackson, Mississippi this week who chose to feed all the homeless for
For
a
a
year.
year.
Yeah.
oh shit.
as
Which was
his
amazing.
Make-A-Wish.
Oh, that's tough.
Yeah, it's super dope. I didn't know he could do that though. Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know that either. That's why. Yeah.
Yeah.
Most people.
I'm
meet
changing my
LeBron.
answer.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
That's why I didn't want to give you context. I was trying to. I was not trying to walk you into looking like a bad person because.
Well, I still had my decision was pretty selfless. Like, you know what I'm saying? I wanted to see my family.
That's
be
yeah.
good.
I agree.
That's the
You know,
right
why,
answer.
the kid that decided to feed the homeless is a real one.
He's super real.
Yeah.
I do want to know the population of Jackson, Mississippi,
Let's see.
because that might be why they agree. Because if somebody lived in like
L.A.
Los
LA.
Angeles, was like, let me feed the homeless in LA for
Oh
the
my
year.
God.
Okay, so Jackson, Mississippi has 160K. That's it.
Oh, it's a small town.
So how many
small
are
town.
homeless in that percentage? They
That's
probably got like 200 homeless people.
Yeah, literally.
probably not a large homeless population down there. Let's see.
That'd be a. Se-
Yeah, because if you homeless, like you could go anywhere. I wouldn't choose Jackson either. I'll be real with you. I'm not stopping there.
That's kind of rough. Like,
Shit.
But there's free food there. at
Okay,
least
so
for a
there's
year.
about 2,000 homeless people in Jackson, Mississippi.
Oh, 2,000. That's still
Yeah.
that's still a real number of people that they covering for the full year. That's a blessing that their kid is doing it seriously. That's super
Yeah.
dope.
It's very,
Absolutely.
very, very cool.
I always
kid.
think I said this before on this podcast, but I'll say it again. I always think about like, you ever see like a bird in the hood or a pigeon in the hood and be like, nigga, why do you live here?
nah,
Nigga,
but
you
that's a
could live
funny thought.
anywhere. Why are you here, fam? I don't know. Random thought of mine.
They don't know no better. That's literally like when you grow up in some place and you've never gone anyplace else. You don't know that the entire world exists.
That excuse applies to people who can't afford plane tickets. These bitches are basically planes. You just get the fuck up and fly, and you figure it out,
That's
nigga.
facts.
That's
But
true.
honestly,
oh
like,
shit, what's over there? Shit.
there's probably like the best scraps in the hood to like, you know what I'm saying, go and salvage and
That's
shit.
why I said
You know what I mean?
that's still like you still eating nothing but flaming hot. Like you still eating horrible. You don't know it.
But the birds, you know what I'm saying, like
They eating good though.
they eating good over there in the hood.
Oh, that's true.
Hell yeah.
That's true because they keep their streets clean and stuff.
There's your answer.
No, I already.
It is one man's paradise.
But why not go eat there and go back to wherever the fuck you can go that you don't live there?
Because you're tired from eating that trash.
You might get the itis, you right?
Yeah.
Be like, I'm gonna just live right here. Fuck it.
That
Oh,
tree
no.
looks good.
Random thought.
All right.
Thanks, Seven. We appreciate
Yeah,
that.
Hey
Thanks,
man,
Thanks
thanks
for
for having
stopping
me.
by.
know
Man, we
what I'm
wanted you on a
saying?
full
Just pop it
episode,
in.
man. It's great that you
Listen,
popped in right now.
We
man.
gotta get it. We gotta do
yeah,
it.
yeah, let's do an
I'm
episode
ready.
for sure.
Yeah.
So Portugal makes it illegal for your boss to text you after work. The Portuguese parliament has passed new labor laws to give workers a healthier work-life balance and to attract digital nomads to the country. Employers could face penalties for contacting employees outside work hours, according to the new laws. The legislation approved on Friday comes following the expansion of home working after the pandemic, according to the Socialist Party government. So under new rules, employers could be penalized for contacting employees after work and will be forced to pay for increased expenses as a result of working from home, such as gas and electricity bills.
Yeah.
They need that in America.
I do like that though. I do like that rule for when I heard about this. I was like, that's kind of dope though. Like, if your boss just couldn't text you after work, you'd be like, that. We should be able to shut down completely off 9 to 5. Don't text me after these hours because you should have to pay me overtime if you text me any way or shape or form after that. Emails as well. If you send an email, even if you send it after work, oh shit.
Ooh, what
Wait,
is
we
that?
starting off with this? You want some?
Oh my god. That's incredible.
That was really good.
That's the best biscuit I've ever had.
How that shit best shit. It's cornbread.
What up?
What up, Zayn?
What up,
What
Lizzie?
up?
How you doing?
Good.
What? Why is there blue on your lips?
Cause
You had a ring pop?
yeah.
Yeah, you be loving ring pops, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Why you got such a big head? I got you, bro, on the podcast. I got you.
Well, I got a big hat.
Oh, okay. Oh, you make fun of me. Your little blue lips. Hey, man, I'm trying to think. I'm going to roast you for real, though, bro. You want me to? Hey, you fly, though, for real. You put your fit on? Who dressed you? You did? Pretty cool. What else do you do? What do you do for fun?
Zayn, it's
You
so
getting
great
shy
to
now?
have you here.
You getting scared now, Zane?
I'm really shy.
You getting shy. Yeah, you getting shy.
It's okay. It's good you know that. You know, you can work
He
through
said,
it. Can I
yeah.
ask you a question about their candy? What do you think are your top 5 favorite candies?
That's a good
A
question.
ray pop,
Ring
pop.
pop,
sucker,
sucker.
and a lollipop.
That's the same as a sucker. Okay.
Similar, all the same category.
Getting a
though.
little lazy. Top 5 favorite TV shows. Go.
My favorite TV shows?
TV
Hey,
shows.
what are your 5 favorite cars?
PJ Masks.
Nah.
Not anymore? Okay. Favorite cars. Oh, favorite cars.
Yeah. Ferrari, McLaren,
McLaren.
and Mustang, and
A Mustang?
Porsche,
A Porsche.
and
One more. Only one more?
a Ferrari.
No, you said Ferrari already.
You got another
I
spot.
already know which one you missing.
Tesla.
Ooh,
Ooh.
Tesla. Oh, you love Teslas.
Teslas are cool.
Yeah.
Did you tell him about the Lamborghini? Isn't that one of your favorites?
He didn't
too?
say a Lamborghini. He loves Lamborghinis.
Lamborghini.
Now you missed it already.
That's your favorite. You
Let's
love
do
a
it one more time,
Lambo.
bro.
You want to run it back?
Yeah.
What, how would you rank them? You also didn't say G-Wagon, and you got that little G-Wagon.
do love
Oh, you used to
G-Wagon.
drive your G-Wagon,
McLaren, G-Wagon, and Lamborghini.
yeah. Yeah, you messed up your G-Wagon, didn't you?
You flipped
Yeah. No, I just was standing there,
He
bro.
put sand in it.
it. You put sand in it.
He messed it up. Are you good? You gonna go back out there?
Yeah.
It's been good talking to you.
Thanks for
Hey.
coming on,
Bye,
Zayn.
Zay.
Thanks for being on the
Bye,
podcast.
Zay.
Much
You're
love,
awesome,
dude.
Zayn.
You were a great guest.
Bye, man. Take your switch.
Anything you want to plug?
Hi, big boy. No,
You wanna
he
tell
leaves
us-
and gets his personality back. He said, "Yo, yo," to everybody else. What's good?
Okay, so are you gonna tell us what was in that corn? Oh,
Yeah, I
what,
do.
what is that?
So, what's this first one we ate?
So the first one was a vanilla bean brown butter cornbread muffin with like a homemade vanilla bean cranberry sauce infused, and then in the cup you have a Creole butter like lobster mac and cheese.
What's that lobster mac and cheese I saw
Yes,
on
sir.
the ground?
Thank you.
Get out of here. Oh my God.
That's amazing.
Thank you, boss. And then
That's amazing.
then we have some chimichurri glazed salmon,
shit's good.
some homemade dressing,
I go crazy.
snickerdoodle yams, and then
Come on,
like
snickerdoodle, yeah.
and then like a barbecue grilled
Chicken.
Yeah, chicken wing.
That's chicken. Oh man.
Wow.
Oh my God. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. And I got another plate with sides, so some red beans and rice,
Let's go.
turkey neck greens, pomegranate carrots, and then some Brussels sprouts too.
I just hit.
Well, we are so lucky to have you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
That's it, man. Appreciate you.
This is in the spot.
You just
I'm not gonna
ruined
lie to y'all.
We
Thanksgiving
didn't
for
do
me
it.
forever.
Oh my God.
I'm never gonna eat Thanksgiving food this good ever again.
You getting on the show,
You
Carl?
gonna get on the show cover?
What are we talking about right now?
We just read
Employees.
an article about people not getting emails and texts after work.
Yeah. You're a person that works, I think, in corporate America. Yeah, we are right now. We're back in.
Another country.
It's illegal where? In Portugal? Portugal? Yeah, for your boss to text you after work. Do you think that's fair? Do you like the law that your boss cannot text you legally after work?
I do like that law.
I think they should have that law here in America. The headphones right there, Carl.
Oh, thank you.
Be on the podcast.
New to this podcast game thing.
Yeah, it's a real thing.
Behind the scenes guy.
Welcome to the podcast, Carver.
Hey.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. Pew, pew, pew.
Do you feel like in your work life or in I guess in your work career, do you feel like you have had bosses cross the line and being like, I can text you whenever the fuck I want to text you. I'm your fucking
100%.
boss.
I think working for yourself, people have no boundaries at all whatsoever. They're gonna text you at 2 o'clock in the morning, 1 o'clock in the morning. We have to have an idea. So if you're in a creative space, there's no creative cutoff time. Like the creative cutoff time is whenever the fuck you turn your phone off, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah. See,
That's true.
that's
also
what I was
true.
thinking of when we were talking about this new law that you can't text or email after work. I'm like, in creative industries, that's not totally going to work because people just get obsessed with the project, and sometimes you can't turn it off after hours. But I think it should always be okay for you to kind of be like I'll reply to this when work hours come around.
I think boundaries are important though. You got to have boundaries.
Yeah,
boundaries are important. Then how do you feel about this is fair. This is a good question then. Because you work in certain industries, boundaries are important, but then also, do you, this is really good. This is good for you. Do you think that boundaries were made for the people who are successful now? Like, do you think those people would have been here today if they had boundaries and people telling them?
It's a great question.
Because for me, a lot of those people who were pushed in probably inappropriate ways, illegal ways, behind the door kind of ways, but for, maybe selfish reasons for a company, but still to push them to the greatest odds to see who actually,
There had to
it
be no boundaries
survives.
to get there.
That a lot of people would argue that. Do you feel like boundaries now will produce the same kind of people with work ethic?
Do you think Bill Gates had boundaries? Do you think he cared at what time y'all were getting up to get like anything done?
That's
Yeah.
true.
I know Steve Jobs did.
Steve Jobs did not care at all.
Steve doesn't give a fuck about none
You
of
think
that shit.
you think Mark Zuckerberg cares about
No.
boundaries?
No.
I don't.
And I think
But people do now.
It's
So how
kind
will
of
this
not-
change the workplace?
It's kind of fair, but it's also kind of not fair for Steve Jobs to be like, and if you want to have boundaries, cool, you don't work with me. But I also think that's kind of fucked up, and like everyone should have.
I think to his point, right?
certain
Like,
amount
do you
of
think you can
boundaries.
get to greatness without having boundaries?
with having boundaries,
Without
having
having boundaries.
No,
With having boundaries.
because you telling, let's just say hypothetically, you work for Bill Gates. You're his executive assistant. And he calls you at the wee hours of the morning all the time for different ideas, different things, just a whole bunch of shit he want to talk about because he's fucking Bill Gates. And the way his brain works, he's always creating. He's innovative. If he's like, yo, I'm calling Carver, whatever the fuck I want to call Carver, that's how my brain works. And you're moving up the ladder with Bill Gates. Like, are you going to be like, hey, Bill, this whole 2 a.m. thing has got to fucking stop.
I got to see my family. I think at some point you should be able to say that. But I also think that sometimes you got to work overtime.
But it's the thing. The best breakthroughs normally happen at the times it's not supposed to happen. So if you have an idea at 2 o'clock in the morning, you're not hitting somebody to waste their time. Like at 2 o'clock in the morning, it's probably some good shit. 9 times out of 10.
You would hope.
You would hope.
If he was calling you just bullshit every time, 2 o'clock, he's just like, oh, I'm
It's
on
your
the
high
shitter right now, Carver.
It's your fucking high risk.
He's like, I was just thinking I need a bidet.
I have a friend who's a pretty successful composer for movies, and he kind of got under the wing of a big composer who kind of like worked him to the bone. He doesn't get to spend a lot of time as a friend, doesn't really get to think about family, takes holidays, does all this stuff. Like, how does somebody like that, who is successful in a successful place, like wind up setting boundaries once they've established I'll work whenever for however long I want?
Well, it just scares me. I'm not saying who is wrong
Like,
or
in that
right.
person's a mind of a super successful, I'm going to work hard to become that big thing, which is great. But at some points, it's like, is that good for your mental health?
Yeah, I understand the question. And I think that, like, it scares me somewhat. But I also don't know if people need the same push, right? Because society is changing as we enter the metaverse, right? Yeah. As we enter, no, I'm being serious though, also, as we enter people really transitioning into doing from 50% to 90% of things on their phone or on tablets or on laptops and not truly needing to do anything physically anymore, go out, go here, work there. Do you need the same push if the work, I guess, efficiency is the same? You know what I'm saying? Like, for me, it's like it makes sense when you're kind of in an environment to say, well, we got to see who stands out. And we got to see who is this or who is that. But when you just at home, I guess the work is going to stand out for itself, right?
Do you feel like some people work better under boundaries, though?
I do. I feel like some people need a push.
Yeah.
I think like it's like being coached, right? If you play sports, there are some people who can't play with a coach who's being like, get the fuck over here, you motherfucker. What the fuck is wrong with you? And punch him in the chest and say, motherfucker, sit your dumb ass down. Some kids, as crazy as it may sound, may also need a push like that. And it's like that works for them, and they need to be motivated like that. Anybody talk to them like they crazy and this, and some kids are like that fucking destroys me, and mentally I cannot take that, and it makes me this. And so I just think everybody's different, but I do think with everybody being different, that the people who are in charge of running certain environments or companies should still be allowed to hire or be, around the people they think drives them as well.
True.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's like you should know the job you're signing up for. And
Yeah.
but also it's sometimes employers abuse their employees' time,
Mm-hmm.
especially in a creative environment, because everyone's here and they like to do it. Cool, you're here, you like this, you like this, you like this. I'm abusing you at one point,
Yeah.
So, and I can also see the coaching somebody at work, but like once they go home, like then they get to be the boss of
And
their
have their
own
actual
life.
own life.
Yeah. So it's hard because it's both. Like I for the good of society, I get these boundaries, but in a
What are the repercussions? Did they say what the repercussions are?
Of
running a workplace
texting
where-
tonight.
Yeah, so
It's
they're
illegal.
you'll
and-
get fined.
What's the
The
fine?
bosses.
What's
It doesn't say what
the
how much
amount
it is.
He gonna text the girl with the fine amount and say it's all worth it.
You can also always, you can schedule texts and emails to send at 8 a.m. so that you can think of a bunch of ideas in the middle of the night, and then you can text them.
But
Yeah,
it might make for a better productive actual work day too by cutting the
Mhm.
boundaries off too.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I think people will probably have to produce more in the time that they have to produce.
Yeah, you gotta
versus
win. You gotta
being
win
like, hey,
9 to
this will
5.
carry on afterwards. Yeah. All right.
All right, Portugal. Well, thanks for talking to us about work, Cover.
Thank you guys.
Yeah.
Of course.
First time in a week.
Thanks for coming to Thanksgiving.
For sure.
We got Paris on the podcast.
Pleasure to be here. I'm so.
What's your
happy to
AKA?
be here.
What do you go
AKA the real swaggy P, AKA Big P, AKA
Ooh.
yeah. What else? AKA Paris with a period, AKA. Yeah, I'll leave it there. I think 3 is
Paris like the city?
Paris like the city. That's the real one. Paris like the city.
Yeah. And usually, I mean, you may recognize Paris's voice from occasionally hearing him talk off camera, because usually,
Yeah, we just bringing up
oftentimes you're
podcast
sitting
family.
right there.
Yeah, Paris is
Part of the wine
podcast
and weed
family.
family.
It's dope to be on this side now. I'm usually.
Yeah, it feels good, huh?
Yeah, it is. It's a new.
Yeah, Paris is actually on my musical project too.
Oh,
We have a song together.
Hell yeah.
It's a really good song too. Fuck with
Are
it.
there any updates? Do we know when this is gonna come out?
What, me and Paris on?
When your whole music project is gonna drop?
I'll probably drop the full thing top of the year.
Top of the year.
Top of the year.
I
Top of the
see
year.
that
Top
update.
yeah. Let's jump into the article.
Okay.
Ugh.
So, Kyle Rittenhouse acquittal sparks protests across the United States. Demonstrations sprung up nationwide in protest of the Kyle Rittenhouse verdict Friday night after a Wisconsin jury found the 18-year-old not guilty for the killing of 2 men and the wounding of another during political unrest last summer. So the verdict sparked outrage among those who feared an acquittal would embolden vigilantism and anger in the families of the men who shot were seeking accountability and justice. Others, including pro-gun conservatives, have hailed Rittenhouse as a hero who was protecting private property from rioters.
An empty used car lot in a city that he doesn't live in.
Yes.
Thanks for protecting that property, Kyle.
So protesters gathered outside the courthouse, reacting in anger and frustration to the verdict. Outside a local church, pastors led residents in a prayer vigil Friday night with the toting signs that said, ooh, these pictures. Oh my God. These pictures are rough, y'all. From this protest. So yeah, people are protesting this acquittal, and him being found not guilty is completely trash. We know it's trash. And this is very angering and sad.
Yeah.
And
So those of you who don't know the story, Kyle Rittenhouse is a teen who idolizes cops, who does not live in the state of Wisconsin, but he went there during Black Lives Matter protests in order to quote unquote defend people's property. He brought his AR-15, which was illegal. It wasn't even his. It was something that somebody illegally bought for him. His mom drove him across state lines. He picked it up from a friend. And then somebody was walking after him with a plastic bag in their hand, who he said reached for his gun. He shot them. Then somebody else was running at him with a skateboard, shot that guy, and somebody else had a firearm, and he shot that guy, and he killed the first 2.
Yeah, but the people also are running after him because he was a gunman, not because of any other reason. They were trying to stop a kid with an AR-15.
Yeah, you.
First of all, why the fuck do you have
created
an AR-15 out in the streets?
Because they wanted to shoot somebody.
Obviously, yeah.
Why do you have an AR-15 in the streets and you're not the sole focus of the police? Like, my man, you have a weapon of mass destruction. You're just walking around.
Yeah.
And, like, there's that video of him walking past the police or something, you know, like, and, like, it's like the little meme picture now, whatever. It's a cartoon, but there's, like, a whole video of the night. He's walks
like
right past.
to them.
Yeah, it's like a whole, they're acknowledging, oh, we see you with your weapon. And, like, we're cool with you, good, bro.
And it'd be one thing if it was like, oh, yeah, that black guy has a weapon at a Black Lives Matter rally. Maybe this is some malicious stuff where black men are together. It's a white kid with an AR-15 at a Black Lives Matter rally. You're only here for smoke, fam. You only here to start shit. There's no other reason to be here. You can try to act like you're here to protect. Nobody needs you to protect. We don't pay you to protect.
You don't
We
even
pay-
know anybody.
But we
here.
also pay people to protect us, to protect and serve.
And
It is not your job.
And once, it's again, if you follow the lines of logic, the police should be anti people being the police who aren't the police.
Yeah, I don't think that should be a good look for them. Like, the 17-year-old felt empowered enough, felt like you motherfuckers needed help enough that he was going to come and be the, like, I got y'all. You needed me. And the police, in my mind, accepted that. So to me, I'm like, all right, you are also admitting y'all are, like, you need,
They're calling him a hero.
Yeah, it's like,
Yeah.
so you
We
guys
were
admit-
nothing without Kyle.
We were nothing without you.
And you're
Without your,
emboldening all these people who are like, oh, they want us. They need us.
yeah.
But the worst part of all of this, obviously, is that this just sets a precedent that you can now go to protests or rallies that have nothing to do with you, have a fucking gun, wait on somebody to either bump you, do anything, shoot them, and then be like self-defense.
I was scared for my life.
Yeah.
As long as you're white. As long as you know the real
Well,
rules.
honestly, what's
as long as
scary-
you're white.
I think what's craziest about this and what stuck out to me the most was the fact that he killed 2 white men and injured another white man. That there was no people of color really involved in this, and yet we still see it treated like there was. Because it's like, I mean, that's what it felt like to me. I'm like, oh, nobody has to be held accountable for your white lives because you was with those BLM people and you were out there protesting. So it's like, you basically, you
Nigger lover.
basically. That's definitely the energy I got from that.
Yeah, y'all chose a side, so we don't care what happened to y'all.
Don't care what happened to
Y'all chose the side of the people that we don't care about.
Yeah. I saw it's almost like they're excited that it was white people that died there. When people had Black Lives Matter signs outside the courthouse, there were the pro Kyle people were being like, why are you even here? They were white. This isn't about race. Gotcha. And it's like, no, man. This is
But it's still 100% about race, because for every black child who's had way less of charges for marijuana or for way less of things, who are constantly Tamir Rice, who had a toy gun, you know what I'm saying? Like you could go down the list of black kids and black young men who've been treated and tried as adults for being 14 and 13, and for you to be 17, now 18, when you're actually on trial, and for them to say, this is a child, we're going to dismiss all this stuff, we're going to protect this kid. And then, it just says, people don't realize that's nothing but white privilege and all of that. As much as you can say, oh, it's no person of color that got hurt. It's like, yeah, no, but he was still at Black Lives Matter rally. And also on top of that, the trial just reeked of white privilege, of allowing him to legitimately skate through and walk through untouched, unscathed, just as we knew.
Picked his jurors.
He did.
That's crazy.
It's a sprinkle one nigga.
When have we
It
ever?
was in a hat. It was a fun little switch up.
Why people died? Why are we playing bingo?
Yes.
Why are we playing
I
juror
agree with
bingo?
that. I
Like, what
agree with that.
are we doing? Why are we making this kid comfortable?
That guy, that judge, who has a proud to be an American ringtone? Who?
Man.
Who has that?
Who even buys ringtones still?
Who has that?
Proud to be
true.
American.
Hey, you paid for it. For
Yeah,
sure.
he had to definitely go
Definitely
and
paid for
download
that
that shit.
ringtone.
He definitely still got dial up in his house.
It's a
They
real
got a ringtone,
specific type
nigga?
of person who wasn't even trying to hide who they
No,
were. and
No.
what they wanted to happen. And then it also felt like the prosecution was like, let's get these dingbats to run the prosecute. Like, to me, they were not. they were not framing anything in like the right way of like, look at the logic of this situation. I think we talked about this a couple weeks ago, but like the logic of this situation is that if this was self-defense, this guy could have caught one guy and been like, I'm so sorry, I thought he was going to kill me.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And his friends with guns are right next to him.
Yeah.
So like, what are you worried about? You just want to keep going.
Also, your skateboard. You have a
also
skateboard. I have an AR-15. It's not even comparable.
I could literally hit your skateboard with my AR-15 and knock it out of your hands.
I could do a lot of things. I could also just be like, everybody bag the fuck up. I'm going to turn myself in.
Mm-hmm.
Calm the fuck down. I'm going to the police myself. Y'all don't touch me. I got an AR-15. Back the fuck up. The dude with the skateboard's not going to be like, no, fuck that. It's like, no. The person probably they had a window.
Nah, he wanted to kill people.
Mm-hmm.
He wanted, but
Yeah.
all that stuff is, in the eyes of the court, debatable. He got away with stuff that is objective fact, and you broke the law.
Yeah.
You carried, these are, before you even shot anybody, you broke several laws.
Yeah.
You have the weapon, which you shouldn't even. Then you cross state line, all these things. Then after all this happened, you broke your probation. Like, you're in a bar. You're not even old enough to be in a bar, but whatever. In Illinois, I guess you can be in the bar with your parents or whatever. But also, you're on probation, bro. You're not supposed to be in, like, so it's like you.
And you in that bitch smiling up from ear to
Taking
ear.
pictures.
Throwing up
like,
your WP shit. Yeah. And then the moment you get in court.
I'm crying.
Yeah.
like, bro. So, did you see, like, the Twitter hate for Bron? Well, obviously, it's coming from that side. It's coming from his people, but, like,
The Kyle Rittenhouse fans, they don't watch the NBA anyway.
No, they don't. But
Why do they care now?
Oh, no, they're
like, we hate LeBron.
That's what it was.
Never watched, but we hate that nigga.
That's what I thought was funny. I'm like, he doesn't care. What do you do? You're taking nothing from this man.
It's like, it's funny to me how, like, even in sports, it's like clear fans on each side or different sides of sports, where it's like, if you are an NBA fan, you're probably more liberal. You're more like, hey, I like the fact that they let their players have opinions and be people and stuff. And then it's like, yeah, of course the people who want Cal Rittenhouse don't fucking already like
They're
LeBron
NFL
James.
guys. They're definitely NFL
For
guys.
sure. I'm proud to be an American.
Bring back,
It's Monday Night Football.
bring back the Redskins.
Same
Like,
exact singer, if you ask me. Is it not? Isn't it really?
Well,
Isn't
the
it
Monday
Proud to be
Night
an
Football?
American?
Yeah.
I don't think that's.
I think the guy who did Monday Night Football, he was a country singer for sure. What was his name?
Let's see.
No, I don't know. I don't know.
Watch
Is
this.
it just one Monday Night Football song?
It used to be a big one.
I just think it's pretty hard to hide the dog whistle
All night long, Monday Night Football, that one?
when it's like
It says it's from a Lionel Richie track.
it used to
What the
be
fuck? I know Richie took us down.
because he broke like the police shouldn't like this and the gun rights people shouldn't like this.
No,
The
it's
only
Hank
people who should
Williams
like
Jr.
this
It's not no line.
Are white supremacists.
Are
and
would
they
you
do.
say
white
that?
supremacists or people who think there should be no gun laws. And both of those people, like,
It was
why
removed.
is that
It was removed. His
represent
song was removed this
America?
season. Literally, this article says Hank Williams Jr.'s Monday Night Football theme song removed from 2020 to 2021
Yeah, but-
NFL season.
But I'm saying, yeah, that's this
The
year.
season of change.
I'm saying for
Nah, this
20
year's
years, it
21,
was this
22.
dude, this racist motherfucker.
So,
Oh, yeah,
Paris,
so it's
let's say
in
you're a kid with a
1989.
terminal illness and you get Make-A-Wish shows up.
You get one wish.
We get one wish. What are you going
What are you going
How old am I? You gotta give
Ooh,
me.
that's a
Yeah,
good
like that
question.
changes
That's
everything.
a good
let's
question.
give him the age
12.
of the kid.
The
that
kid
we're
was
talking about.
13.
You're
for? 12, 13. Okay, yeah.
Oh, I would want to go to Harry Potter Land or something like that.
Okay.
Don't let her give you.
I have another question. What do I have?
Please don't. Okay.
No, only
Aw.
I don't know
no.
where you're
Because
going.
if
I
because
want to protect you.
no. Because I want to know what I can do. If I still have some mobility, like
You got mobility, but you got let's say 9 months to live. The doctor says
Your virgin, how old are you? What age
Come
of
on.
13?
you're 13. You're a virgin, and Make-A-Wish isn't gonna do that shit.
Oh my God, Chris!
Making it about Make-A-Wish.
nah. 13 years old. I wanted to, bro. I wanted to go. I would be like, yo, take me to the trampoline park where they got the basketball hoops with the trampolines.
Yeah.
I just want to dunk. That's all I want to do is dunk. Before I go, I just want to dunk.
Oh.
That's all I want to do. Yeah, see, it's a moment now.
It's kind of
But
weird.
like, no.
I mean,
If I was your dad, I'd be like, the fuck?
No, my dad, my dad would love that. He'd be like, "Yeah, son, die playing basketball." This
I've
is
also been
what
like,
we-
you only get one wish, and you like, this kid just,
I don't. But
Fed
what is
his
it?
this kid
Think
fed
about
his
it.
entire
Yeah.
community and
Oh.
homeless.
Oh,
God damn,
come on! Like, Make a Wish isn't doing that. Make a Wish
did
will
do it.
bring.
They pay for it.
Make a Wish will bring. Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, they paid
Wow.
for it.
Yeah,
That's
you're
their
dunking.
first
You
story.
little weak fuck.
No.
Get
I
your
thought
dunks off.
the
Guys
extent of what
feeding
Make a
2,000
Wish.
people every day.
I thought Make a Wish was like, hey, let's be realistic. We'll bring like Drake to your
You know
hospital
what?
room,
That's
but
'cause
we're
you
not
never-
gonna.
That's
like-
more
never
realistic
have.
than feeding the homeless for a year, getting Drake to come to your
Yes,
hospital
Drake.
room.
Can you pull up? The kid's
Drake-
not doing
Drake-
great.
Drake's-
he loves you.
Drake's show appearance might be more expensive than that, feeding homeless people. For you being serious though.
It really does.
You probably could have got
He's-
front row tickets to a Drake concert.
Hey,
You know,
I don't know if that's the
You
greatest
probably could have got
environment
on the
for
Super
it.
Bowl, or you
Proud to
coulda-
be an
Nah,
American.
this is my
I'm
this
saying
is my
you could have done
philosophy.
something that had
This is my
worth a lot of
philosophy.
money.
Because I didn't think about
Stuff.
because then I'm gonna be like I didn't think about like okay take care of my family forever. Make a wish.
Well, they can't. they're not
Make
gonna
sure
do
they're
that.
good forever. He fed the whole. He fed
It was
the
only
homeless.
2,000 people.
Oh, okay.
We thought it was more too.
What like in my thought process from where I thought that Make a Wish was. I was like, I don't want to meet a celebrity. I'm gonna die. Like this doesn't do anything for me. I want to feel something and I want to dunk.
Okay,
You
I
feel
that.
me? Like I
mean,
want
it was
to.
a
I
good
can
one.
take that with me forever. I don't. You meet your idol and he's acting weird around you anyway because he doesn't know like. Should I dap this kid?
And he's like, I got 3 o'clock. He's like, I got 3 o'clock. Gotta hurry up.
Yeah, he's like, I
Wait a
don't
minute,
want
that's
to.
Tuesday. I gotta go.
He's a dick anyway.
No, I don't want to like
Oh,
you
that'd
meet
be
your
so
idol.
bad.
Bro,
It's
you meet
hospital.
your idol
Yeah,
and Make
that's
a
a
Wish
bit.
and he's
How
the
many
worst
times do you
person.
think Make a Wish has brought in celebrities with the kids with me and the celebrities were just dicks?
No.
And the kids were like, what the
What?
fuck?
What kind of celebrity takes the Make a Wish appointment? It's like,
And it's a mean
Fuck
person.
this kid.
Hey,
Hey.
I'm gonna call. Seriously?
Oh.
Keep
I
it
think
down.
that there's definitely some celebrities that took the call for.
Do you
the
think they get
Instagram.
paid to make that appearance?
I don't know if they get paid, but I think they get an Instagram that shows that they do things for the community, and I think some people are like
yeah,
that.
Oh,
you
tax
can't ask
write-off.
Make a Wish to
They
pay.
might get
Oh,
paid.
that's facts.
Also,
you can probably tax
also
write-off.
celebrities like be posting that shit.
They do.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they posted it, and then they be like, me and this kid were best friends. And you be like,
It's
you
like,
wrote
you
him twice.
You were a dick the whole time you were here.
Yeah.
Wait, who was that? I don't know who it was, but somebody
Not
did a
this
Make a
anybody.
Wish. Nah, and they like played video games with the kid and just fucking
Destroy.
thrashed
Oh, Dave
the
Chappelle.
kid.
Dave Chappelle. I thought Chappelle show.
No.
Chappelle show.
Is this, oh, is this
Oh,
skit?
Chappelle
Okay, I,
skit,
thought,
Chappelle
I really
show.
feel like it's a
He
real
was like,
thing,
oh,
but
you're
nobody knows
trashing
the
the
skit.
sticks, bitch.
No, that's
It's a
it.
great sketch.
That's what I don't want to happen. So I'm like, take me to the trampoline park. They're like,
Would
your,
you-
your legs aren't gonna make it. I'm like, fuck it.
Yeah, but would you be like, take me to the trampoline park, you get to like compete in a real game, or you just want to play by yourself?
No,
You-
I
that's
can't.
a
I
weak
can't.
ass wish. First
I
of
can't
all.
compete in a real game. I'm
So
terminally
you're just
ill.
You're not saying
Yeah,
how
but who
str-
says you can't walk?
Yeah, like
Or,
what the fuck are you
No,
making this into?
I am okay enough to go to the trampoline park, but we have to be realistic. If Make a Wish is taking my case, I'm not. I can't play. This is like.
That's
I
not
don't
true.
know.
Why?
sad.
You may be able to do something like you might like
Got a little
you
cancer.
yeah, or you might be still be able to
I
like
don't-
run
I think
around and do
that's-
stuff.
Not Chris saying you got a little
Yeah.
cancer.
I'm sorry.
Well, you might be able to still run around and do stuff. I don't. Well, every cancer is different. I'm gonna guess as well.
Yes, that's
so you might
true.
still be able to be active, and then boom, you might die. I don't know if it's like
Well,
straight up and down, like oh,
that's
that
the
person
thing.
was
I don't
weak
think- I
up
don't
until the
think,
last moment, and then they die. That's what I'm saying. I don't know, but also I hear you.
No,
I
I don't
hear
wanna
that you
compete.
might not be that athletic
What if?
anymore.
What if you do your Make a Wish game and you just have an off day? Like you're just bad. I
That's
don't-
fair. That might
I'm
happen.
not taking a chance.
But I'm pretty sure they're not gonna put a real competitor. They're gonna put the American Gladiators out there, Turbo out there trying to stop you, trying to fucking stop the kid from scoring. I'm pretty sure if they put you in a Make a Wish game, they're gonna put people who are gonna fucking throw the game so that you can do stuff, dude.
I feel that my Make a
got-
Wish.
Yeah,
is to-
imagine
I
motherfucker.
know what it is now. I want to play in a wheelchair basketball game, but I get to be on my feet. and I'm just killing shit.
I also
I guess you might be doing this podcast.
Hey, it's been a pleasure.
Hey, thank you for coming, Paris.
Thank you, Paris.
You know what they should do from now on? I just figured out holidays.
You just figured
What?
out
What
holidays?
should
I
they
just
do?
figured out holidays.
I think you tried this before.
I just solved the holidays, guys.
Okay. What's the idea?
Hey, Alana. The podcast is still going. I just solved holidays on the podcast. Yeah, just solved it right now. So holidays should simply go like this. Everybody gets a certain amount of days in the year designated for their holidays, right? They can
What
then
do you mean by everybody? Like every individual?
every individual gets a certain amount of gets a certain amount of days in the year. So I might give everyone 20 days in the year. 20 days in a year are your holiday days out of the year, which means you can celebrate whatever you want to celebrate in those 20 days. If that's Hanukkah, if you want to carry on that tradition, if you want to make up a new holiday, if you want to just make up a random holiday within those 20 days, you can take certain days off at work and say, hey, it's a holiday. And they're like, what holiday? You can tell them or you don't have to tell them.
Are you just making
So
up
people take it
vacation?
at different. Isn't that?
No,
that is
that's just
also
not just vacation. It's not just vacation because vacation.
You kind of make up holiday like British people say.
But also, kids can't just go take holidays at school.
I'm on holiday.
On vacation. Like I'm on vacation.
I'm on a
now.
holiday.
No, you can't just take fucking
Oh,
vacation.
you have to go.
I'm saying
during
it's
school vacation.
it's whatever. Yeah, it's 20 days out the year for everyone to have designated to their holidays because I think holidays in general, a lot of them have bad foundations. And we'll be fighting all day trying to start holidays over or make new ones. So we should instead just give people fucking a number of days they can have for their holiday. That's my pitch.
I think it's gonna get chaotic. We won't have central foundations of society.
Yeah.
No, because some people will still have the same holidays.
They have to
You might
decide.
still
You're like,
choose Christmas as like these are the same certain days for Christmas. But for some people who are like, I don't celebrate Christmas, I might not take those fucking holidays anymore.
Okay, but what about Thanksgiving? Will people feel guilty for taking Thanksgiving?
If you want to still celebrate genocide, that's your business. If you want to celebrate the same time of year, cool as well. Also, if you want to fucking say, I'm going to take some random other days and be thankful for my fucking family and friends on these random other fucking days and eat a dinner every year and start my own tradition, that'd be amazing.
You just call up your friends or like text them and be like, hey, it's June 12th, which is my Thanksgiving. Just want to let you know I'm thankful for you. Love you.
If you're the person that starts the fucking holiday, you can start the tradition with your friends. Text and say, hey, June 12th is my Thanksgiving normally, but I want you guys to join me if you want to each year.
You got
tradition.
any new holiday pitches?
No, not right now. I just want people to be able to choose their own holidays.
Welcome to the podcast.
Claudia, hey.
My
Welcome,
wonderful girlfriend,
welcome.
Claudia Gomez.
Hi.
You got any AKAs for us?
AKA Kumbaya Claudia, AKA
Wow.
Get Crunk Claudia, AKA Nenita, AKA Colombian Claudia, AKA Colombianita, AKA no, I don't know.
Oh, you got it.
Oh, you
They're
know.
kind of like repetitions of the same
I'm
thing.
just yeah.
No, how the fuck
No,
was
they
that?
were
She
each
said kumbaya and
different.
get crunk.
No, I like
Literally
that. Yeah.
opposite ends of the spectrum.
I
I've been
see.
trying to think of all my nicknames throughout my life, so
You nailed it.
Awesome.
You nailed it. Welcome
To the podcast.
To the podcast.
The Wine and
Thank
Weed
you.
podcast.
Yay! I'm so excited.
I know. What are we talking about here?
So, 6 reasons why Thanksgiving is one of the deadliest times of year.
Because the natives say so.
Yeah.
So, kitchen fires,
Yeah.
car crashes, heart attacks. Thanksgiving is one of the happiest
Oh.
holidays, but one of the deadliest times of year for Americans.
More than New Year's.
The mortality rate in the United States spikes every year around Thanksgiving and remains elevated throughout the winter. The seasonal spread of the flu and ongoing COVID pandemic are partially responsible for the increased death rate. There's reports that COVID alone reduced life expectancy in 2020 by the largest amount since World War II. Damn. With the life expectancy of American men dropping more than 2 years from the average life expectancy of 78 years old in 2019.
Oh.
However, Thanksgiving stands out as particularly dangerous. So the 6 reasons are: 1, fires. The top culprits are deep frying turkeys in unattended ovens. Number 2 are crashes because people are traveling.
Yeah.
Number 3 is heart attacks. A heavy meal can increase your risk of heart attack by about 4 times Damn.
Just
In the
that
2
So are
hours
one
niggas
after
dying
them
at
eating.
dinner or are they dying like after dinner?
So it's saying a heavy meal may act as a trigger for a heart attack.
But like
So
that
it's
one
happening
meal.
at the dinner.
It's happening after Thanksgiving or during your Thanksgiving
Oh
meal.
no.
What did you expect to be the deadliest holiday?
That
New
probably
Year's.
is. It probably is Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving, yeah.
Because people eating is them having heart attacks, and then also their
Number
football teams
4.
are losing.
And no, number 4 is food allergies.
Oh.
Number 5 is food poisoning.
Oh.
And
Like people be murdering people?
Like purposely,
No,
because I'm
it's-
into that. That's
no,
way
it
more
says
fun. I'm like, this
handling,
is crazy.
It says handling uncooked poultry. So
Oh.
essentially, if you're not cooking that thing
niggas is
right.
not cooking chicken.
How many
And-
people are
and
dying every Thanksgiving?
it's
And
a
then
lot.
Bad
number
cooks.
6, oh my God, number
What is that?
6, pet bites.
Because the dogs get scared.
What? Yeah,
Damn,
pet
I didn't
bites.
realize.
Too many people in a household, chaotic.
Yeah.
Like I can see the dogs
They
being.
should
It
do that at
makes them
Thanksgiving a horror
anxious.
movie.
I just thought
I
that
know.
same thing in my
I
head.
would never think pet bites.
Damn.
I would have.
That
never.
sounds like a grocery store for pets.
pet bites.
Come down to Pet Bites.
That's true.
Because I feel like Halloween, you
Kinda into
think
it.
is going to be the deadliest holiday because of
think.
all the propaganda around Halloween.
But Thanksgiving,
it's
it makes sense because
creepy.
people are stressed. You with your family. You
And
gotta
they probably
travel.
counting the whole
You
weekend,
getting
like the
people
whole
getting
like 4-day
sick.
weekend.
Yeah.
The raw
they go-
poultry.
Because
True,
Halloween
too.
only got one day to murder motherfuckers.
Mhm.
That'd be crazy if the fifth one was murder.
Also,
It's like-
no, just like a lot of first-time cookers.
Like people
Flat out murder.
Well, they're poisoning people.
Yeah. Well,
yeah,
not
the poisoning
They're-
was a weird one.
Well, I guess if
Oh,
you're
no,
not
it's
cooking it
salmonella.
right.
They're
Yeah.
well, you know, it's a lot of first-time cookers trying to impress their in-laws and family members and
Yeah.
stuff. They've never really handled turkey and stuff, so I get it.
Claudia almost died. Of
What?
salmonella
I
one
don't
time.
get it.
Yeah,
Don't be fucking trying to impress
cooking
nobody.
Yeah,
Wash your
turkey. If
hands.
I
You
can't
can't
cook a
fucking
turkey.
cook. Let a nigga know
No.
you can't cook so we can all agree that you can't cook.
Exactly.
I got the mashed
I don't need you
potatoes.
practicing for me. Shit. You better practice on your own time.
You know, I don't know. That's sad. I'm sad for Thanksgiving now.
I'm
Like,
not-
I'm
No.
surprised you're sympathetic to these salmonella poisoners.
oh yeah, y'all. I almost died for real though. I was in Colombia and I almost died of salmonella.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh.
straight up. I was in the hospital for like 16 days. It was really sad.
They can't
Oh,
cook chicken
yeah.
in Colombia?
I don't know what
They
I
were just
ate.
excited. They were doing their best because family was coming into town.
16 days. Oh
we
my God.
road tripped like the coast, and on the way back home to where I was visiting my city, I started getting cramps and really sick, and everyone's just like, it's all good, she just hasn't pooped in a few days. And then I was hunched over, went to hospital, and I almost died. They were like, this girl almost died, and
Oh my
it
God.
sucked.
Did you get the poop at least?
Eventually,
Okay.
yeah.
I was like, please get this shit out of me.
And I never pooped again.
I always had issues with pooping when I was younger. Like, I was constipated one time for so long that they thought it was my appendix like bursting, and they almost cut me open, and my parents were like, we need a second opinion. They took x-rays and they're like, there's just shit in her. Like,
You're full of
It's
shit.
just clogged up. Let's get some Drano
back
in
that.
here.
What
Let's
happened?
get some Drano Max in here.
How'd you get out of the poop?
How'd you get out of
The
the
poop
poop?
predicament.
they gave me stuff. I don't know.
They gave you stuff and then it just kicked in forever?
What, my pooping?
Yeah.
Do I poop a lot?
I
Oh
mean,
my God.
I think you poop an average
The other
amount.
learn.
Behind closed doors on wine and weed. Do I
I'm
poop a
glad
lot?
we're finally talking about this.
Yeah. My pooping situation is very regular now. Thank you very much.
That's good. That's good.
But-
It's
It's all
already
right.
because I'm pooping a lot on the podcast.
I've heard you're a 5-timer a day.
I'm a 5-timer for sure.
Damn.
I try to poop 5 times a day, definitely at minimum. I have a healthy
It's like you're in the
flow.
gym, like training for
Yeah,
it.
yeah. Well, I don't have to go to the gym because I poop a lot.
Damn.
No, I need to go to the gym still.
Oh.
But no, yeah, try to stay consistent.
So you don't care about pooping in public, huh? Because like if you gotta go, you will go.
Well, no, I'm not a public pooper. That's not my thing. But also, like, if I had to go,
Yeah.
then what are we talking about? We're all humans. We all understand that we have to poop. So for me, it's like if I have to shit, and it's a on myself or not myself situation, I'm gonna choose to not myself each time.
Not myself.
It's an easy call.
You know, there's times your body is gonna be like, wherever you're at, girl, you gotta go. But other times you can kind of like, I'll just.
And
wait
what do
till
you
I get
do?
You're
home.
pooping in like
Because you're
base-
making me feel like you make a decision to keep it within.
I think there are plenty of people who
Sometimes.
keep it within.
I
You
mean-
keep it within. Are you hurting yourself? I believe you are.
I think sometimes you can be like, all right, let me knock it up deeper in my stomach and just now I got an hour. If you're like at a baseball game, I don't want to go pee and like poop in like a baseball.
That's
Ugh.
fair.
Stall.
That's the most
Or a
disgusting
club,
place.
if you're out at a club and
Yeah.
you gotta poop at
Yeah,
1
I'm not
a.m.,
gonna
you're like,
poop.
I'm not gonna poop at a club.
Or you can ask them like, hey, do you know what a private bathroom is?
Who are you? That's because you're you.
No,
I
ask
can't
somebody.
be asking someone
Ask
at a club.
somebody. So I can't go to a public bathroom. I need a private bathroom. He's not gonna ask you why.
Maybe I can pull it off because I'm a woman. so
Yeah,
maybe
and if
it's
he asks
like-
you why, you say, you know, I can sue this girl for you even asking me why. And believe me, no security guard knows or not. So they'll just take it to
He's
the
like, I
back.
don't know.
Well, they'll
where-
probably-
What do you think? It's my
I
first
don't know.
I
week.
just go in there.
If you ask at a club, they'll probably think you're doing coke or
I think
drugs
so,
or
too.
something.
He's like, give me some. I'll
yeah,
take you.
like,
He's like, okay, but let me get a little bit of it. My poop? Oh, I misunderstood. Oh,
But
gross.
yeah, give me that.
oh no! I just remember
Where does
like.
this podcast go?
It is going.
Well, I have one more story. I remember in my middle school, the bathrooms were in the classroom. And that was, you
What?
know, yeah, it was
That's
like
our poop bill.
pooping.
So you would have to get up and go in the corner, like the way that the bathroom is right there.
Yeah,
It was, like,
literally,
in
like,
the
yeah,
classroom?
yeah. And that was horrible because the door opens like straight to the classroom. So it's like if someone pooped or I don't know, whatever you got to do in there.
You
that's-
just smell it right away.
exactly.
Of course.
Like,
of course.
That's when I got used to
It's like-
holding it.
Oh,
It's like
God,
being on
that
a
is
plane.
humiliating.
It's like
Yeah.
being on a plane and somebody like pooped. And you ever been on a plane and you're sitting by like the fucking bathroom door
We were just sitting next to the bathroom door.
and somebody poops?
Real bad. You guys, I totally trailed off from the article. So sorry.
No, it's fine. This poop question was way more important. I can promise that much. We're gonna do our first survey at the bottom and have the fans vote. We're only like 2,500 people away from 100,000.
I know, come on,
subscribers.
get us
That'd
to
be so
100.
Wow,
cool.
we're almost there.
That'd be so cool, right?
Tell your
Let's get
friends,
there.
tell your family, everybody.
Yeah,
100K.
for Christmas.
Ooh, we should do something for 100K.
100K. Yeah, we should. We should do something for the fans.
Mm-hmm.
Let's invite
Fuck,
fans
what do y'all
out.
think we
Yeah,
should
what
do?
do y'all want us to do?
Should we throw a wine and weed party or some shit?
Why don't we
Oh,
play?
Yeah,
that'd be
that'd be
fun.
fun.
A
That could be
digital
fun.
party. We just all get on and party
In
together.
the metaverse.
We have somebody DJ in the metaverse, and we just all get on and we fucking got our avatars going crazy.
All right, Claudia, just a few rapid fire questions to understand who you are. If a $10,000 bag falls out of a armored vehicle in front of you,
Yeah.
in Carlsbad, California, are
Ooh.
you turning around? Are you pulling over and trying to grab some of that money off the freeway?
Yes.
Okay. What if no one
Absolutely.
else is doing it?
I'd be the first.
Okay. Okay, I like that. I
As
like
long
that
as it's
answer.
not dangerous, I'm not causing accidents. Yes. Hell yeah.
What if it was a Camry? It was just like a regular car, had
What do you mean?
$10,000.
$10,000
fall out.
on the camera.
Oh,
Briefcase.
like I'm scared of like where that money's coming from. Like it's dirty
No,
money.
you just saw the
Uh.
Camry and it drove off, but you were like, "Oh shit, $10,000 fell out." Like, are you trying to return that money,
No.
or you just no as well?
No.
Fuck the Camry too.
Fuck the Camry.
All right, fuck it. You see a dude that's on like a Wonder Years bike,
Oh, my
and
favorite.
he's not doing that great. For whatever reason, he has $10,000 in cash. He drops it as well. Are you trying to chase down the guy on the Wonder Years bike and say, "Yo, you just dropped $10,000. You really need. You can use this."
Like he's
Or you
in
been-
earshot. He could hear you.
Yeah, or are you yelling at him, or are you being like, "Yo"?
You know, I'd like to say like no, but I know myself, and I probably would follow the person and be like,
And get more money
Drop
from him. Give me the
money.
fucking rest of your money.
hopefully
Shit.
they'll shoot some my way for being a good citizen.
Everyone says that to themselves, and then when you give the money back and the person gives you nothing, how do you feel? Because I always think about the person that's like, I want to give it back because it's the right thing to do, and then they actually try to give it back,
Yeah.
and they give it back, and they always think like, well, it's $100,000. Maybe if I give them $100,000 back, he'll give me back at least 5 or 10.
Something.
I could use $10,000. It'd be fucking amazing.
Hell
and
yeah.
give it back, and the person's like, hey, you, something's gonna come good your way. And that's it.
That's all you
Like-
get.
They walk away.
Bless you.
They give you a blessing.
Well,
Something good's gonna come your way.
I do believe in
No.
karma, so I feel like eventually it will come my way at some point. But $10,000 would be great, better than my karma.
I mean,
Another rapid fire, or should we? 'Cause I
Yeah,
feel
go
like-
keep asking you questions. Let's go.
My other one, I was just gonna ask you the same question just to keep on getting.
which
people.
one?
I was gonna say if you're a kid with a terminal disease.
Oh yeah.
If you're a kid with
Oh.
a terminal disease, you're 13 years old, Make a Wish comes around. What are you wishing for?
Oh
Yeah. You
shit.
get one wish.
To travel to like a dream place with my like family and friends would be like the ultimate, I think. Like an all expense paid somewhere with all my loved ones.
To Tampa Bay, Busch Gardens.
I'm going to Disney World. No. Yeah, something dope like that. I don't know.
That's a good one. One kid fed all the homeless in his town
Oh, well,
for
fuck
a
me.
year,
Yeah,
so
you're a
a
bad
Okay.
person, Lottie.
but at least you're not a stupid person because a lot of kids just choose a puppy.
Oh, well, that's not stupid. Everybody wants a puppy.
Yeah,
you
but
know?
also-
but yeah, you have one wish, kid. Like,
yeah, like
you
bring your friends and family.
your
you know,
family
like,
can get you a
vacation
puppy.
life.
Meet up right on the podcast.
feed them. They're so cute.
On the
just
podcast, just
became
met up in
best
the middle of the
friends.
podcast. What's up? What's up? We out there play basketball. Yeah.
Wait, so like a kid actually did this? He like fed
Yeah.
the homeless? Oh, no, that's, yeah. It's just one meal though. Like, no, I'd rather be with my friends and family.
I mean,
Make
also,
a
do
wish
you have
just
any-
says they're gonna do it too, and they don't do it.
Yeah.
To tie elements of the show together, you also have a Miami native, you have a Florida native
Oh,
on
God.
your show who isn't white or black. So it's an interesting question you could ask her from objective opinion about the racism you see in Florida.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, do you
Ooh.
see racism in Florida? I don't know.
I don't know, like you were saying at the very beginning, I was like, oh, that'd be interesting to run by Claudia
How
for an
racist they
outside
are?
perspective.
Well,
Yeah.
the question was race.
Well, I can't remember. We were talking about Florida and racism in Florida.
Well, Florida itself in general is so different from where I'm at. I'm from Miami, but Miami is also so racist, like just within the Hispanic community. Like Cubans hate Venezuelans, Colombians talk shit about blacks. Like everyone's just kind of like racist within each other. And it was like very in the forefront now. I mean, especially now that I moved away and just like seeing my friends and their commentary and the elections, I was like, oh shit, like I grew up with a bunch of racist people, like straight up. The rest of Florida was kind of expected. They're all kind of
So yeah, so lots of racism. I guess.
like it's a lot. It's like you think it's, I don't know, you think it's like a metropolitan city, Miami and stuff like that. It's not. They're not progressive at all. They
I
all hate
think
each
if-
other.
I think of Florida as racist.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
do.
straight up.
Chris
Florida-
was saying he did
No,
it.
you're right.
But it's like you think like middle America is racist. Like Florida, we were at the
It's-
beach and just like, I don't know if you spoke on this, but just like the person there with all the Trump flags and the cutout cardboard.
But wasn't it weird that guy
It's
was also
like-
hanging out with a black guy?
Yeah.
Like that was the weird part to me, is it didn't feel like segregated racist. It feels like my political opinion is just that I'm a racist, and everyone was like,
Yeah.
"Let's keep getting along," and I was like, "What the fuck?" I mean, I guess
Yeah.
yeah, that's still racism, but like in my opinion, it's different than like South racism
They
from
should,
what I remember seeing in the South.
they should do like a racism Olympics and just see like which state
Different types of racism.
wins.
Who's the
yeah,
most
who's the
racist?
most racist? And like, oh, okay, they're number one this year in
Mhm.
racism. That'd be kind of cool to know who's number one in racism.
Feels like it's like
It's
Alabama
insane.
or
My
something.
commentary on that is like, even me being there, I was in shock. I was just like, man, I guess like, I mean, I knew it and I noticed it growing up, but also just, y'all live like by the ocean. It's supposed to be chill. Everyone's like Margaritaville, having tropical drink. Like, how is there so much hatred in these like beach towns and like people not being like, you know, I think island life, Caribbean life, just like everyone getting
Island
along,
boy,
you know?
island boy,
We got a lot about that too. I have not watched the video.
island boy. They're from Florida, right?
Are they?
Yes, for
Oh,
sure.
shit.
those guys are Florida
I
guys.
think they are.
I
Yeah.
haven't seen the video. Like Stitches, shout out to Stitches from Miami. Have you guys heard of Stitches?
Please don't shout out Stitches on my podcast.
Mm-mm.
I'm just kidding. He does not represent us.
I don't.
I
should we
mean,
get
to a
Buddy
certain
and BJ on
extent.
at some point?
Yeah.
What? Yeah,
Buddy and BJ.
What?
I said, should we get Buddy and BJ on
Yeah,
at some point?
definitely. Claudia,
Hello.
thank you for coming on. and
Claudia,
talking with us.
Claudia. Rapid firing
Thank
with
you.
us, going down everything on the podcast.
Thanks.
Yeah, Rocks. The incredible Rocks Brown to the podcast.
Welcome to the podcast, Rocks.
I'm kind of fucked up, Rocks. Not gonna lie.
That's okay.
It's our Danksgiving episode though, so it's appropriate.
I'm right there with you.
We're about to get into the article
Article,
about Nordstrom
yeah,
and what's going on in Nordstrom right now.
So 3 arrested after dozens ransack a Nordstrom store near San Francisco, police say. 3 suspects were arrested Saturday night after dozens ransacked a Nordstrom department store near San Fran in what police are calling a smash and grab incident. About 80 suspects were involved in the crime at the department store in the Broadway Plaza and outdoor mall. Yeah, 80. And they fled in at least 10 different vehicles. A number of vehicles were leaving. We managed to stop one of them.
So 8 niggas in every vehicle? They all have big vehicles?
It doesn't say what kind of vehicles they are. I feel like some probably got away on foot, too.
I thought there were like 25 cars. I was like, aren't you creating your own traffic at this point?
Well, they said at least 10 different vehicles. So this also happened at the Louis Vuitton store, too, also in San Fran, where a whole bunch of people ransacked it as well.
Oh,
and then
shit.
Okay,
ran.
that's why I
Is
was
this like-
thinking.
Yeah, it's like it's happening all across San Fran right now.
I thought they hit like a mall and just went to multiple stores and did that.
No, so this was a Nordstrom, and then there's another story about them doing it at that store
Different,
too.
at
A
Louis
different,
Vuitton.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Different time.
Oh,
It's
damn.
kind of cool. I mean, not cool like that, but like on some like it's gone in 60 seconds shit.
Organized.
Know what I'm saying?
Organized
It's
crime.
definitely
I'm just saying,
organized.
like gone in 60 seconds shit, like, and it's some movie shit. Like, I'm liking this in my head as a movie already. Of, like, I'm just seeing them pull up, all hop out, get organized, fucking fold clothes real quick.
It's very
What-
heisty.
What was it?
shit
Did they
to-
just like run in all at once?
Run
and
in all at
grab
once.
and
grab
everything?
everything and leave.
Yeah.
So they have like a getaway driver waiting for them.
They
and-
had, like, a
Probably,
car.
and they had
Getaway
10
driver.
cars. So it also happened at a Burberry store, a jewelry store, a Bloomingdale's, and a
Oh, they-
Walgreens.
oh,
So they've been
oh,
like they've been
oh,
hitting
that's
it.
that.
why
They've
was
been
it
hitting
about
different
Nordstrom?
places.
That's
Is
what I was
this all
asking. Why was it
LVMH
about
stuff?
Nordstrom?
No, so it says the incident is it's just similar lootings happening all across San Fran right now.
Why only in San Fran?
Damn.
Why would you be so stupid to just stay in San Fran? Like, I think if you're gonna do this, you have to take this nationwide. You can't just stay in San Fran, or you're gonna get caught. How is San Fran not caught them yet?
You think it's the
If they
same
I have
dirty
a question.
people?
Are
It's
they doing
definitely
this
the same
at
people.
Is it simultaneously at different stores?
It doesn't
Like-
say
Drug
when.
case.
Like,
Yeah,
it doesn't
like,
say
is it
when
simultaneously?
specifically. It's just it's like 80 people running into these stores and hitting different stores.
Is it the same day? I guess.
It doesn't say
No,
the same
different
day.
days.
Well,
No.
today was Nordstrom's, but then I think you were
On
saying
Friday,
in the
yeah,
past.
on Friday night, that was when they did the Burberry store and a jewelry store.
And guess
I
what?
feel like they wouldn't get caught because it's a bold move. It's like I don't think people
It's
expect
so
you to
many
do that
of them.
multiple times.
No, but I still feel like at some point there has to be a pattern. There has to be a person brought in to look at, like, okay, how are they moving? This. Well, then what we should be looking at is the stores they're hitting. Nordstrom, if nothing else, I'll say this. It's gonna sound crazy because it is crazy, but I'm high and a little. I'm not drunk actually. I'm just a little high. But Nordstrom must have got a new buyer. When Barney's lost all their business, I was in a Nordstrom recently and they had a whole bunch of shit that I was like, when did Nordstrom get all of this high fucking in shit lately? So I'm guessing in San Fran as well, the Nordstrom must have all this shit that Nordstrom definitely was not. Nordstrom wasn't carrying Dior for real, their new fucking releases and shit.
And also the other stores that they picked like Louis Vuitton and stuff.
That's what I'm
like that.
saying.
So
And
Nordstrom
Burberry.
probably does have some.
The
very
new
nice-
shit,
Yeah.
the new Nordstrom got all the new shit. So they knew that. So these people definitely are working within the industry, or they know.
They know,
They
there's
just know
probably
fashion.
an
They
inside
know
person
fashion
for
for sure.
sure. Yeah.
I mean, I feel like
I just started wearing all new shoes and clothes.
I feel like
Okay,
as far
each
as
week.
fashion is concerned, I don't feel you have to be in the business or to really know it. Yeah, but I feel like Instagram is like gives people an idea of what they should have, and I feel like that's probably why they decided to go and have this like smash and grab situation, because people feel the need to have all this luxurious stuff literally for.
Where do
them.
you sell it though? Online, black market, I guess.
think
Yeah.
so.
I think they wear
Canal
it.
Street.
You
and
see
they
these
probably
They
Right.
don't
wear it.
wear it.
I mean, they
Imagine
probably
just
wear
wearing
it.
all the new shit and telling like, sir, come with us.
But you know, at Nordstrom's, they have those little mini bike locks on the like
But you can-
$3,000.
but you
Yeah,
can
but
just
you're
get one of
taking
those.
a
You
whole
can buy
display
one of
and
those
you
home.
out.
I know, but you
Yeah.
actually can't get them even off of the rack. You have to say like, "Hey, can I try that on for like the $3,000?"
So what do you think they did?
They take the full
whole
rack.
Yeah,
Or
they're
have-
taking
or
the
they grab-
entire
or they already
rack.
have the thing. They,
Or they have
all
the
have
pick
one,
thing.
dude.
Yeah.
If they're doing organized crime as well, if this is fucking 80 people and there's this many cars, they probably all have one in their hand. So every fucking thing
Yeah.
they're hitting, they can just take
They
everything.
know exactly where they're going in the store. And then my question is, could they
No,
look
you don't
at
have to know where
security?
you're going. You can just have the thing.
Security is 80 of them. What is one security
any
guard gonna
footage
do?
of
No, if you look at footage of like, Do you think you might be able
They
to
already
find
took the
somebody who was
footage.
walking around
They took the footage.
in days
Have you seen
before?
it?
Huh?
Have you seen the
What
footage?
do
Nah,
you
I
mean
just know
before?
they took it.
Huh?
Huh?
I was asking if there was any footage.
I think there's footage of them
There's
running
footage.
out.
There's footage of the when they had the Louis
Outside.
store. Hold on, let me see if I
Only
can find that
outside,
one.
not the inside, right? Is it?
No, not the Nordstrom one, but the Louis store one in San Fran. There's footage because I was watching it yesterday. Like this.
They look ghetto. They look like they just like organized as fuck.
I mean, clearly they're
It's just
organized.
niggas ripping shit off.
It's people just ripping stuff off.
Give me this shit.
The Nordstrom one's also. It didn't sound particularly violent, so I like that. I think somebody got pushed. I think somebody got pepper sprayed.
I feel like this isn't
Oh,
the
that's
first
what-
time I've heard of something
Oh,
like
wait, this is in the
though.
day?
I've never
Daytime?
really heard of anything
I've heard
like
of something
this.
like
No,
this
it's the one.
recently
This
Is
is
it
as
during
well.
the
at
day?
night.
Not in
Some of them are
San
at
Francisco.
nighttime. This video is at nighttime,
Yeah, I feel like this is at night when nobody's at work, right?
and it's later. Everybody's chilling.
Okay.
I've heard of this. I feel like I've heard of not someone, but people doing this before at another store, but I don't remember where.
I feel like
in
this
another
happens
state.
every year. Am I
I've
Yeah.
just
tripping?
never heard of like
Around the
20
holidays.
getaway
Yeah,
drivers
that's
and
what I'm
80
more
people
interested
doing it
in.
at once.
Yeah, that's
That's what I'm more
Yeah.
interested in.
Is it just a bunch of people rolling the
What?
dice going, some of us are going to get caught?
Okay, I don't want to.
Because like
I feel
someone's
like
got to
it.
get caught,
I feel
right?
like they think no one's gonna get caught because there's so many of them. They don't know what direction to run into to get to who do you call? There's like 2 security guards.
Yeah, it's like skateboarders.
Okay,
What
so
do you call it?
With
you
one
guys
security
can't really
guard.
see,
60
but
of us.
this guy is leaving the Louis store, and you can
Like,
see a whole bunch of people.
They
You
ain't
see,
got
they're
no
all
uniforms or
running.
nothing. They just rocking.
They were in their regular clothes, and these are the cops like coming to get them after.
Did you say regular?
I did. Leave me alone. But the best part is this man running out with 2 masks on his face. He has all the clothes. So there, huh?
That's great. How do
Yeah.
you even have 79 other friends that will agree to do this with you?
How do you
Like,
organize
who are these
79 of your
people?
friends
It's a
to do
group
anything?
chat. It's a group chat.
But who knows 79 people that
Yeah.
you could go break the law with like that?
Exactly.
That's
Probably
crazy.
get on the neighborhood app. The neighbor app.
Like you
Hey,
down, you down, my friend gonna be down.
I
You
might go down
too?
to the
I'm
Louis store in a
down.
few if y'all want to go. Meet me down there.
You know what time it is. You know what we're doing.
It does just take a lot of organization.
It does.
Who's agreeing to be the getaway? You have to plan that out.
Yeah, no, I'm not.
What's your escape plan?
Some people ran away on foot and didn't get caught, but the people in the cars got caught.
Running down the street with a whole bunch of clothes.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Feels off. Oh shit.
I feel like
fuck
it's
was
not
that?
that far away though
Well, I
from
hit
the
you with it.
idea.
Hit Courtney with it. And she's gonna hit somebody else with it.
Nope, nobody else got it.
Nope. No, I feel the same way, but
It's
I also feel like
in the
is
first
security
article,
in on it. Like how are you running out on foot? Nobody around. Security ain't chasing you.
Look,
that's-
they got,
yeah.
they got,
That'd
they
be a
got
good
80
idea.
people. I'm pretty sure that maybe the security guard got cut in on something.
He had to.
Oh no!
Oh, for sure.
Oh no! Everybody stop!
They're all going in different directions.
Oh my God, I don't know
Okay,
where to go.
Wait, but think about it like
Dang.
this. All of these people walking in, did they all walk in at once? How did they do this?
They ran in, they mobbed it. 80 people running in the house right now, mobbing, grabbing everything, running back out.
It's 2 security guards. What are they supposed to do?
You can't do nothing. I'm
You
getting
can't
out
do
the way.
anything.
I'm
Yeah.
getting
One
out the
One
way.
guy, right? If you
I'm getting out the
focus,
way.
You can catch one guy.
Do you want to? If there's 2 of you and 80 people, look, go
I'm-
ahead,
They
bro.
might tell you not to catch nobody. Too. They might
Yeah,
be
that's
like,
Exactly.
some-
That's
might
true.
be
I
like,
feel like
don't
they
tackle
probably,
nobody,
yeah.
fam. But I feel like at Louis Vuitton, they be having niggas with guns.
Look, I don't know what security pays these days, but I'm not stopping. I'm not going to try to stop a mob of 80 people. No.
No.
I want to go home.
Are you ready for the question?
What is the question?
If you were a child, a 13-year-old, and you were terminally ill,
Where are you going with this? Where are you going with
and Make-A-Wish came to you, what would your wish be?
Oh. Honestly, I'm terminally, so I'm going to die.
Yes.
Yes.
The doctor says
Inevitable.
9 months you'll die.
9 months?
Yeah.
Okay, honestly, I want to go to space with Elon Musk.
Oh,
That's okay.
that's a pretty good
That's
one.
a good one.
I want to know what they're doing up there. Look,
That's a good one.
That's a pretty good one.
You go up there,
Can't be
he's like, we
mad.
can cure your cancer. You're like, what the fuck,
Perfect.
Elon?
He's like, sorry, you already said space.
Oh, you know, he's evil enough to do some shit like that.
You
maybe-
would've wished.
Shrug his shoulders.
I would want to go to
That was a
space,
good one, though.
and I would want to see what they're doing up there. Anything.
What do
I
you
want
think
to.
you're doing?
I don't know. They're trying to do something. I feel like maybe they're trying to build a colony because they know this is over in a few years. Like they know.
In a few years. That's like 3, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
But
tomorrow.
Why are they all trying to? What's like the race? Why is
I agree
everyone
with you.
trying
It's
to go to
definitely the
space?
race. It's definitely the
Exactly.
race.
Definitely the race.
Asteroid? There's an asteroid coming?
I don't
They
know.
know
But they
before
know
we know.
something.
They did know something.
'Cause what's
Or
the
they know
rush?
nothing. And they want to know quickly.
No, didn't they? I forgot which one of the billionaires said it, but they were like, people are gonna live on Mars, and they like because they're planning to do something.
But
up
also,
there.
you know, if you're a billionaire, you can just like say shit and people gonna believe you because they're like, he's a billionaire.
Mm-hmm.
He
That's
got here
also true.
somehow.
I mean,
I just make up shit. If I was a billionaire, I'd be like, yeah, dicks are gonna be extinct in 6 years. People like, what the fuck does that even mean? You like, watch. People just go crazy. My dick is apparently leaving.
wait.
In 6 years, my dick's gone. That's what Elon said.
Have you ever answered the question?
What?
If you were terminally ill in 13, what were you wish for?
So,
I want to
it
hear.
To feed my community.
we read a story about a kid in Jacksonville who did use his
Jackson.
wish,
Really?
or Jackson, Mississippi, to use his wish to feed the homeless people for
Wow.
a year in his city.
How
Make
old
a
was
wish
he?
covered that shit. 13.
He's
13.
But
And
I
he was a
mean,
way better 13 than you.
Yeah.
And you're
He
older
was.
than 13. He was still better than you.
but you
I
still
didn't-
You had a
swung-
chance
you
to live
still-
it again, and you still dropped the ball.
You said it was for me.
You still took a big swing.
For
It's
me, not
okay.
for my community.
Everyone got it wrong.
No one's never
First of
got
all,
it.
that 13, like
Everyone
he
got it
still
wrong.
he didn't ask to feed the world. Now did he?
Ooh. Are you shitting on this kid that's terminally ill?
13-year-old kid.
I'm not, but you're not gonna tell me that he's a better 13-year-old than me. Okay? Like,
So competitive now.
Could you meet Elon and then you think convince him from there? Because like if
he's gonna
Make a
befriend me.
Wish-
I'm a 13-year-old terminally ill kid. Elon Musk is gonna befriend me, and like he's just gonna like do what I say after that.
and then you
Then
could
fulfill
kind
my
of wish for
wishes.
more wishes.
So
Yeah,
you're going up with
exactly.
Elon.
It's basically like, you know, you wish for a genie, and then you can get everything else.
You think Elon's a genie? You're going.
No.
You're going up with
I didn't
Elon
say
though.
that.
You're not going up with Jeff Bezos. With Elon?
Jeff Bezos
going up
has
with
big
Elon.
genie vibes.
Yeah, I'm going with Elon too.
I'm going with
probably.
Elon.
No one wants to go with Bezos, huh?
I mean, I wouldn't mind going with him, but like
He's
Elon Musk
definitely
is
a
just way
second
cooler.
choice. What if? What? Oh, do you think they ever get like? Cause you know, like that definitely happens. Like kids, like my make a wish is to meet Keanu Reeves, and they're like, shit. Well,
Takes
we
him
have
under the
Nicolas
wing.
Cage. We don't have Keanu Reeves.
You
You
like
want-
Jeremy Renner?
Like, do you think that ever happens? Do you think people are like, I want to meet Elon Musk, and they're like, Jeff Bezos is available.
Yes, like,
No,
I'm
'cause
Someone take me, please.
I feel like if they do that, then they don't like. That's the ones that they don't film. It's like we actually didn't fulfill the wish, so we're just gonna not tell anyone. We're not gonna tell anyone.
We
that
couldn't
do-
get
we
'em.
couldn't-
Because how many kids probably wish to meet Beyonce? It's probably so many.
Exactly.
Nigga, you gotta do
Or
all
like
the kids
Michael
in one
Jo-
day.
Yeah.
Or like they make a
Or
list,
Michael
like
Jordan.
got
You know,
5.
Michael Jordan's always fucked them kids.
Michael
so
Jordan ain't pulling up for them
He's
kids.
not pulling up for the kids. He's not
Maybe
pulling
they
up for
write
the
a
kids.
list of like their top 5 and then they go through and pick.
For sure. For sure.
I
You
feel
know
like
what?
they were 10.
I used to feel what was the equivalent. I used to go to the James Jordan Boys and Girls Club in Chicago. It was in the hood. And they would give us like a Christmas wish list. And they would tell the kids to wish whatever they wanted to wish for. And then, you know, with this Boys and Girls Club had Jordan sponsorship. It was Michael Jordan's dad's fucking Boys and Girls Club. His dad passed away. He opened it for it. So we had all sponsored bulls, everything. So we used to get free Jordans here and there on the team. But we thinking basically at the time, like, oh, okay, this Boys and Girls Club can give you whatever they want.
Yeah.
So you're writing down the craziest things on these like wish lists. And I remember writing down that I wanted to see the Redeem team, 1996 team, live play for the Olympics because that's what I wanted to see. Because they asked us anything we wanted. And they gave me a replica Dream Team jersey. That was it. And I was like, this is a close second, I guess, in their head. So I guess it probably in my head for Make-A-Wish, they definitely have to come in and give the kid the speech of the close second. And that must be
They have
heartbreaking.
to negotiate.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
for
feel
sure.
Like,
You can't
I
get
feel
everything.
like a lot of kids definitely wish for like Michael Jordan and Beyonce and stuff like that. But it's just like, how many kids can they meet as people? Like they have.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have to
Can't
meet
do
all
that.
those kids in one day? Is it like if it's like, oh, it's Beyonce, we got 120 Beyonce requests this year.
Exactly.
We can get Beyonce in on one day. Let's bring in 120 kids.
I feel like they just the default is like, okay, you get to go to Disneyland, and because they're always sending kids to Disneyland.
And then
I'm pretty
Beyonce
sure
sends a video.
Yeah. They send them to
Video is
Disneyland.
nice. Or they go like you can go to Beyonce concert and she'll say hi to you afterwards because she's there anyway.
And then she says, how do you on stage?
That's still too
Oh,
many.
that's
And you're
really
like,
cool.
oh, shit.
Yeah.
I want to know your wish. I'm
Oh,
asking now.
shit.
I'm gonna ask the questions. You guys put me on the spot. I want to know.
Who me at 13 probably would have actually chosen, or like what I would do with my.
If you were
knowledge now.
13 in this
Your
day and
wish,
age,
bro.
Ooh, okay. I mean, I think I would like to travel somewhere. I think that's the type of thing I'd want to do.
like
I'd like
where?
To, let me think of something specific.
13 though, not like adult you.
Right, it's 13-year-old me. I feel
Myrtle
like
Beach.
maybe like a cool trip to New York City and seeing like a band I'm into. I mean, maybe me at 13, if I became terminally ill, would do something Blink-182 related.
Okay.
Yeah, that would be okay.
Yeah, if I
That'd
got
be
to
sick.
see their concert and go backstage or something.
Oh, that'd be sick.
That'd be pretty exciting for 13-year-old me.
Yeah.
But now I'm feeling like I'm wasting my wish. I could have gone to space.
Does 13 year you have a like crush? Yeah, because nobody was even going to space when you was 13, fam. Calm down.
No, but that's
Like Elon Musk.
like how
wasn't
But
going
you
to-
didn't. You didn't say if I was 13 then or 13 now.
I actually
said,
like
what
the
if
way
I
you
was
interpreted it
13?
more.
He's a 13 on you though, but yeah, fair.
Yeah.
You made yourself now. That's cool with me. No
Okay.
problems over here.
I'm just
But you
saying.
Blink-182. You would go and meet them. Would you want to go on stage with them and fake pretend?
Yeah, I remember it when I was in this isn't really Make-A-Wishy though, but I remember some church event. They were like, if you knew you were gonna die, what would you have done? And it was like making. I wanted to like I would like try to make a big show. So maybe I would try to make something and pull in like celebrities to feel like I made that show before I died as a 13-year-old.
That would be
If
cool.
I could, that'd be
You
my
would
first
produce
choice.
a show.
They'd give me a.
Literally
The fuck
produce
outta
the show,
here.
Chris.
I'm 13 and I'm gonna produce a health AIDS concert. It's
Yeah,
gonna
that's really what I wanted to do.
I'm gonna call it Bohemian Rhapsody.
Honestly, that would probably be cool. If you really think about it, if a 13-year-old put together a show with all their favorite artists and you can actually do 13-year-old activities, imagine how wild the event would be. It would actually
it'd
be out of
dope
control.
Party. See, I'd like do something like that. Throw a dope party for all my 13-year-old friends. Be like, I'm out. Be like, remember that party, that kid who died?
You say I'm out. You think you go down with no pain? He's like, I'm out, and he just vanishes.
Gotta fly up
He
to
just
heaven.
vanishes away. Like, oh, that was cool as shit.
Yeah.
The way Chris died was cool as shit. Like it's a balloon.
He's got Travis Barker's drumsticks up there. And
All
I'm
right,
like,
guys. I'm
yeah.
gonna make
And then
my,
you drop one. Oh.
I'm gonna go back to my dessert, my bev.
All right, no, we're good anyway. I think we're gonna wrap up the show anyway, right? I
yeah.
think we're pretty high.
Cool.
We did it. We had our friends. We had our family on the show. Thank you, Rocks. We appreciate you and 13-year-old you. We've been talking for a while now. I'm pretty fucked up anyway.
Let us know.
Food was amazing.
This food was incredible.
Thanks to Chef Biggs.
Yep.
Thanks to everybody that walked through, rolled by. You know who you are, from all the people in the back to Courtney to Emilio.
We hope you have a wonderful Thanksgiving tomorrow with your family. Thanksgiving, however you choose to celebrate your holiday.
Yes, it's up to you. You take your 20 days and you use them however you want. You guys have a wonderful holiday, all right? Holiday. And Christmas too. Are we here for Christmas? Are we gonna do
I
that?
think we're back.
We're back for
We're
Christmas.
back,
Yeah,
yeah.
holidays. So you guys take care.
We'll see you
Zip it up.
next week. Zip it up.
Bye.
All right, bye. Bro.